Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode Who Gives a Fuck? It's the last one of BT the Mat.
That's it.
I'm Boz.
I'm Travis.
And because literally nobody asked for it, we're doing the show to say goodbye. We basically need to explain ourselves, really, don't we?
Absolutely no one asked for it. You're right.
It's like, no one missed us, so we stayed gone. No, honestly, like the hurricane of things that have happened, Tom basically has gone off to be a traveling snake oil salesman, as far as I can tell. Ryan just disappeared into a vortex of work and concerts and LP buying sprees, and just basically got covered in cats. So I think that's what happened to him. And Travis is on a solo mission to get every single fitness certification he possibly can in the next 5 years under his belt. So, and I just fucked my back and can't do anything. So yay!
So we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
To say the least. We missed you guys, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, we do. We did, in all seriousness, we wanted to get all four of us back just to say goodbye. We tried to do that pretty soon after the last episode that came out, but circumstantially, we just couldn't make it happen. So it was actually months back. We basically had to pull the plug, but we felt bad that we didn't get to say goodbye. So me and Travis just decided, let's get on. We got something to talk about as well.
Exactly. Since we do have something to talk about, we might as well go ahead and end it with the podcast, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So as we did that last year, you guys, we had a Smitty's Run. And if you guys aren't familiar with Smitty's Run is a 5K that I created in memory of a buddy of mine who passed away, who's no longer here with us. And he had a 5K in his name in his hometown. Long story short, I'm not going to give the whole story, but my wife and I decided, why don't we just create a 5K and have more money go to the scholarship fund in his name, correct? So for Robert Smith, we created the 5K, and we're about to have our second one. And last year, you and Lavinia were gracious enough to host a 5-hour DDPY marathon. And you stayed the whole time, which was pretty wild, pretty amazing.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Hats off to you, my friend.
Cheers. Oh, product placement, sorry.
We can do that now.
It's zero.
We don't care anymore.
No, drink what you like, eat what you like. No, I'm not going.
Let's play some music. Let's just play some music and,
I'm not going to derail all of the, 500 shows we did, telling people to eat right and move properly. And keep doing all that stuff. It's great.
Exactly. So I know I speed ran into that, but again, back into it. Smitty's Run, we created a 5K, and throughout the community, some people don't like to run. Boz is not a fan of running.
Hashtag running sucks.
Hashtag running sucks. I'm not the biggest fan of running, but I kind of take that David Goggins route and kind of do something that sucks, and running sucks for real. But it was a great turnout. We had over 70 people sign up for the race / run, walk, DDPY marathon, and it's trending to kind of follow suit.
Cool.
As of right now, we have about 50 people signed up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you over doubled your target last time financially, so that was pretty good going. I'd be interested to see how much more you smash it this time.
Well, the cool thing is we have more instructors this time too. So I haven't really set a schedule per se to say how long we're going to be. It's going to be at least a 5-hour marathon again. Not expecting everyone to be there for the full 5 hours.
I certainly won't be this time.
If you can, great. But if you can't, hey, cool. But we have a number of instructors. I'm not even going to list them all right now. But right now there's 11 of us. So there might be some tag teams involved because we're not going to do an 11-hour DDPY marathon. That's for sure. But
you'll beat my record if you do that. You're not allowed to do that.
But thinking about it, we are the first and only ones who's done a DDPY marathon. Right? Hasn't been done before. Right?
Well, it's been done twice, but
how?
Because I did the first one, dude.
Which one?
It was before you joined.
No, you're lying.
I
don't
did.
believe it.
I did 8 hours non-stop.
What?
Yeah. I did the entire original program from Energy through Double Black Diamond. What else?
Okay,
Diamond Cutter. Then I did a Christina stretchy workout. I did a Jim Mabes workout. I did a Chair Force workout. And then I finished with something middle-level-ish. But yeah, it was 1 20-minute break in the middle to just sort of refuel. But yeah, rolled 8 hours straight
through. You did
through.
this by yourself?
Yeah.
Doesn't count. No, that's awesome. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But,
hey, Dallas rang me after I did it, so that was lovely. That's the one time he's rung me. So he just went, "Bro, you're crazy. I thought just Fenmore was crazy, but you're even crazier," or something like that. So.
Well, I think you do have that record. I don't think anyone else has done that for sure. Nowhere near that. What made you do that?
A friend of mine broke his back, and they didn't identify early enough, but he had a form of osteoporosis, which meant that the vertebrae wasn't fixing itself. So he was in a back brace to support and make sure he didn't do any more damage. You're not supposed to wear one of those for more than about 2 or 3 weeks. He was in it 3 months.
Wow.
And he was a postman. I'm talking like he's dead. He's fine. This is just back then. And I just did it to raise a bit of money because there was just such shit circumstances and there was nothing he could do about it. And unfortunately, we love our NHS. They do the best they can, but sometimes when there's a weird circumstance like that needs further tests, it just takes a long time to get to the point you need to. In the end, he had a special course of injections to boost his bone growth and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was just to help him along, really. People were very generous and the support was amazing. To help them, I am doing an 8-hour stint at DDP Yoga. I'm planning to start about 10 in the morning and go until about 8 in the evening. So that should allow time for breaks to get some protein on board, some hydration, and carry on.
When it began, he was strong, but the road has been so long. Years have passed, age has come, now he's old and grey and dark. Come face your fate, face is steel, dance ablaze, it seems unreal. Muscles burn, sweat it flows, with each cut exhaustion grows. One mistake, now he bleeds, will he get the death he needs? And now, plant the seed, he will be immortal. The time has come to test the strength of his beliefs, and when he'll fight, he only seeks release. The bleeding bite, a legend that lives on and on forevermore. The warrior. A lifetime of violence has but one end. Death is only friend. No glory in silence. He lived by the sword. He'll die by the sword.
Mini fan here is being upgraded to the big boy, and Narin, you asked for. I think it was Narin, was it? Because I am a heavy metal fan, and this is partially inspired by Garrett Sakahara as well. I'm going to put this on maximum. Oh, it's good. Now, the pièce de résistance, as requested. It's not really working. Is it working? Now, the temptation is to work out like this, but it's hot enough. I don't think I can do it. So I'm going to grow my hair like this. What do you think? And actually, a lot of that period is how I got so close with Hayden, because he was basically, okay, if you're going to do this, I had a plan. And he's like, no, don't do that. Don't take that break. Don't eat that. Don't. Yeah. So I managed to stay caloried and hydrated correctly. And we sequenced the workouts in such a way that it made way for the natural ebb-in energy that you'll get and the muscle stiffness that would come on. That's when we put the stretchy workout in and the chair workout in, so that I didn't overdo it at that point. And then the last workout was, I think the last one was stretchy as well. And actually it's the one where Christina does mermaid. And I just remember going, like, after 8 hours, you can get bent. I'm not doing that. And then we sort of went live the last 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. And I said, so shall I finish strong? 10-second push-up at the end. And Hayden's on the chat room going, no, do not finish strong. Don't do it. But like the adrenaline's up at that point. You're like, oh, I'm going to do it. I finished on a 10-second push-up. So it was fun. It was fun.
Maybe food for thought there. Maybe we should set our schedule out to where it's not hardcore for the whole 5 hours.
Yeah.
For our marathon there.
Yeah, wakey stretchy in the middle.
Yeah. Wakey stretchy at the end, maybe.
Yeah. Wakey stretchy hydratey. There you go. There's a new workout title for you.
Find it on the app. There you go.
Yeah. No, I mean, the last time we did it, the pace was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And it did not feel like 5 hours, in all honesty. It was, I thought it was good.
Yeah, with the different instructors as well, it just throws, you're kind of going on high energy to begin with, so all that's kind of fun.
Didn't we have, was that, oh, I might be getting my workouts mixed up. There was one we did with Ryan, and he was doing a section, and he was doing basically the sequence that I put at the end of Baby Shark, the Baby Shark challenge. So he started playing Baby Shark as he did it, and he was like, all right, you fucker, starting again at 1. We were like 3 in already. So, shit. That backfired.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that was fun. That was fun.
It was good.
So, you know how you can do the Smitty's race is join up with us, smittysrun.com, or you can email me directly at smittysrun@gmail.com. You can email me different ways of joining the race. There's a t-shirt, a medal, hoodie, t-shirt, medal. There's all different kinds of ways to get it. If you only want the link for the workout, the link is going to be $15. And you can also email me at smittysrun@gmail.com. And then I'll shoot you back a PayPal link and we'll get that out to you. And like I said, $15 for that, or any race package will get you the link as well. The link is extra if you, of course, buy a race package.
Yeah, and if you're going to do a Steve Highland, you do the run in the morning and then you do 5 hours of DDPY in the afternoon. Nutter. I bet he does that again.
That's what we're planning on doing. And it's actually going to be a little bit crazier because we have quite a few people planning to come to Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice.
And, we're gonna do some running. So
gonna run around the yard.
We're gonna run around the yard. No, we actually we're finding a pretty decent hotel. I haven't mapped it out yet because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the hotel conference room, join the marathon, and finish it out.
Nice. That's a good idea.
So if you want to come to Greensboro, North Carolina, come on. May 7th, join us. Line up for the run.
I love it. This is what Travis does. He has an idea, and then he has a plan. He goes, but why don't we just, and then before you know it, it's like marching bands, parades, confetti, ticker tape. It's like, I love it. I love your creativity. Never change. Oh, speaking of parades, by the way.
Oh.
Yes.
I see. That's where you need Ryan because I'm not a sports fan. So I do know that's a Ram. I think the Rams won, I think. Okay.
I've supported the Rams since I was 12 years old. They've made the Super Bowl 3 times in my lifetime. The first time they made it, I sat down with my Dr. Pepper, my Doritos dip and cheesy dips and Maltesers and whatever else. And I sat in front of my TV, and it was the first year that it had gone pay-per-view in the UK, and it wasn't on terrestrial TV. I had a cable box. I rang the cable company. I'm like, turn it on now. They're like, that'll be like £50,000 a month. I'm like, I don't care. Turn it on now. They're like, yes, it takes 24 hours to activate, sir. Because this was back in like the late 90s. I was like, shit. So I had to watch it on replay the next day. It was so sad. And then the next time they lost. So this is the first time I've seen my team win the Super Bowl. So I didn't sleep that night.
What drew you to, first off, an American football team, and secondly, the Rams?
So my primary school was weird. So like between, I don't know, was it 7 to 12 or 7 to 11, whatever, 8 years old, there was a kid in our class who was obsessed with American football. So at lunchtimes, we didn't play soccer. We played American football. We just put our coats either end, and with no pads, we did full contact lineups, passes. Like, I was shit at it, but obviously I was a lineman and destined.
Oh yeah, go on those concussions early.
But the thing is, years later, I was involved with like a church group, and the pastor was American. He'd come over and he says, we're going to go to the park. We're going to throw a football around. And it was like 5-a-side football match. And they're like, ready? Hike! And I just flattened the guy in front of me and ran. And I nearly put his shoulder out of his joint. And they're like, dude, it's touch football. Like, well, you could have fucking told me. I was playing full contact at 9 years old or whatever. So yeah, it was that was messy. And then, but my mum, she won't mind me shaming her for this. She didn't know any better, bless her. But this is how long diet's been a thing in my life. At about that age, my mum became a Herbalife distributor. And promise, my mum was a practice nurse. And people would come and see her once, twice, 3 times a year at most. They basically come back a year later, and it's like the DDPY transformations we're seeing now. She had one of those with the Herbalife. And she had a badge that said, lose weight now, ask me how. And then there was one with a window, and you could insert how many pounds you'd lost. And people just asked her. So, like, without pushing it, she just got work from work. And she made such a high level that she got invited to LA to, like, the big whoop whoop conference, they do.
Yeah,
multi-level marketing, level more.
Exactly. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah. And basically, she brought me back some LA Rams merch because it was there, whatever. And she brought me this blue cap with the old style of this on it. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And she bought me it because I was playing American football in my lunch breaks at school. And my friend was a Redskins fan.
Can't
but
say
I didn't.
that anymore.
Can't say that anymore. Exactly.
They're actually didn't they change their name to the something? I don't know, some ridiculous shit.
No, but for valid reasons. But yeah, he was obsessed with them. But he had all the gear. He had the jacket. He had the cap. He had everything. So I think she bought me the cap so I could sort of fit in. And I just latched onto him from that point, really. So there you go. And then they became the St. Louis Rams, and I stuck with them, and then I stuck with them when they moved back again. So it's like,
nice.
Anyway. So you're sporting one of the new T-shirts there, I see.
I am. This is the new T-shirt this year. So Smitty's Run. Smith, of course, is his last name. Service, merit, integrity, truth, and honor. All right. That's what that dude was all about. No lie. So that's what the Smith Scholarship Award goes to. So 2 graduating seniors will be receiving at least $1,000 to go towards their college tuition. So last year we donated $2,200. So hopefully this year we'll look into
smash that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do just want to sit on your sofa and eat Doritos and cheer everyone else on, we don't recommend that, but you can still do that and give us your money. So
100%. 100%.
Just donate away.
We try to cut the T-shirt sales off by March 17th. That'll give me plenty of time to have them printed, shipped, and all that. But we'll take donations year round. So if you want to donate to it, just to donate. If you want to maybe sponsor somebody who you think maybe can't afford the run, there's been several people that's sponsored other people for the run. That's pretty cool. And again, you don't just get the shirt, you get these fancy little medals right here. So
these are lovely.
Shirt.
I think they're really nice.
This is last year's, actually. So they're going to change each year, and specifically, Ryan. You guys heard of Ryan Nichols? But anyway, this guy named Ryan
fuck
Nichols,
that guy.
he's really helped me a lot with designing this and taking care of Smitty's Run. So what we've been discussing is if we have a good turnout this year, which we already have, it's beginning to be a pretty good thing. So what we're looking at doing is a 5-year medal plan. So the 5-year medal plan are all going to connect as one eventually. So,
nice.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really cool. So I can't wait to see what that's gonna turn out like. So
that's
every year hopefully it's gonna get bigger and bigger. And the most important thing of it is, just to continue talking about Smitty and just people talking about his name and keeping his spirit alive.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And next year I want pyrotechnics. Dancing girls. Oh no, that's not PC. Dancing boys and girls, and
there you go.
Pom poms. Just the works, man.
That. You know what? It might happen. It might happen this year.
I put anything past you. Seriously, Mr. PR.
Whatever way we got to get it done, right?
Absolutely. Right. So that's Smitty's Run promoted. Obviously, the links and everything will be in show notes, etc. I'll see if I can drag Ryan from the depths to do that for me, because it was that he did that bit anyway. If not, I'll work it out. So it just remains for us to say that I used to have a thing when I was a previous podcaster and I ran out of shit to say at the end. It was always limp to a close. So this is our limp to a close show. I'm probably going to call it that, to be honest. But what we do want to do at this point is just say a massive thank you to all of our incredible guests, because let's face it, this shit would have lasted a week and a half without them, because people would have been sick of us after that long. So, Trav, you just go through the list and we'll say thank you to each person.
All right. So, Sarah Fortune, Kristen Nava, Justin Dobbins. We had John Venable. We had David Fiddler, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had the little active recovery videos. Let's see here. Vance Hines, yes.
Oh, the mighty.
Can't forget Vance. Let's see, who's your daddy? We had Scott French there. We had Naren Flanders. Yes. Avi Evans. Latvia, is it? Latvia, Cabre.
He's going to kill us for that.
I know, right? Tina Gaspard.
Whoop, whoop.
We had Stacy Pagorsi, right?
Oh, yes.
I love to say that name. I love her. She loves
all the
me
names.
Too.
No more Travis names.
Hayden Walden. And Hayden is still, who is he? I don't know how he has the one that has. How does somebody that no one hardly knows have 1,000 views? I just don't understand it. I don't know.
Anyway, well, I'm just happy we made him famous, Travis. He can thank us later.
Exactly. And then we had something like the Unstoppable Four on there. It's some group back in the day. No, some absolutely badasses in that group there. Let's see. We had our first couple there. Ari and Matt Kilgore, and now they have a little new one in their life. So that's awesome.
A mini Kilgore, yes.
Yes. And let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Actually, I meant to say full gore, didn't I? Because that was always my thing.
Yes, exactly. And then we had the funny Billy Kirkwood.
Oh, Billy. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
that was such a giggle.
That was awesome. Yeah, he was amazing, and it was a great show. I mean, we touched a lot on some serious stuff too.
Yeah.
So go back and check that one out. Don't forget the Black Crow video that we put out.
Yes,
you guys. That was awesome. Let's see, Mark DeSico. I don't know who that guy is. No, Mark DeSico. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause right there. That dude's doing it. That dude's he's getting it out there. He's getting some work in. Yeah. He's soon to be flexibility coach certified, so he's doing some great things.
By the time I'm done editing this, he will be certified. So
that's awesome.
He's smashed that, and he's a bendy young man. I've seen him in action.
Yes, he is. Quite bendy. There's actually some stretches that I do in my workout. I call it the Mark DeSico special. So you'll have to come to class to check that out. But anyway, my classes are only once every 6 months. Then we had Dr. Marcel Doric.
Yay.
Right? Kicked it up a notch. John Reap.
Oh, yeah.
John Reap, yep. Bruce Nelson.
Mighty Tacos.
That's right. That's right. Daddy-O is his name, his what is it when you Secret Service name? He said that Daddy-O would be his Secret Service name.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Chris Sullivan joined us, and he's also has a new one. That
was an emo show.
Right. Yep. And then this guy here, Jason Sparks, another obscure guy I've never heard of before in my life. Let's see here.
I was going to make a really mean joke about giving him the boot, but that's just so below the belt. I'm sorry, Jason. I love you.
Oh, man. And I wouldn't have laughed at it. And then we got Stephanie Kelly, who is an absolute badass. It's funny. She made a post. She had a jacket. I think it was a DDPY jacket she was wearing. And I commented on there. I said, Stephanie, your comment should be on there as like a wrestling announcer. Introducing Stephanie Kelly, the stay-at-home mom. Not only will she whip your ass, but she'll whip up a meal to feed an army,
And positively unstoppable runner-up. Well, not runner-up, champion. Sorry, get it right, boss.
Champion.
Champions. Right. All of them are champions.
That's right. Let's see here. And then we had Ryan Hopes.
Hold on a minute. Didn't I used to do a thing? Is it still in here? It's been that long. Hold on. Yeah!
I've got holes in different area codes.
There you go. Had to be done.
Nice. Then the great and wonderful Tom Sroka.
Oh, yes, that was... I wasn't there for that, but I hear it was fun.
Matt Magnuson.
Yes.
He's doing some great things. He just opened his new cryo center.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It does look awesome. I would love to get into that because that's the first one I've seen where you're totally enclosed.
Yeah, you freeze your eyeballs as well.
Yeah, you freeze them. That's how they last forever. You freeze them like that. All right. And then we had the wonderful Jennifer Jolliker.
Oh, that was so much fun as well.
Who is soon to be a level 1 DPY instructor. She is
crushing that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we had Amber and Mike, right? Who are newly married still. And
surprise wedding, which was amazing. That was so cool.
Yes. And that was awesome. I've never seen a surprise wedding before, and so to see it how they did it, I mean, they pulled most of their stuff off with style anyway, but that was absolutely amazing. So they were fun. Let's see here. And then we had Brian effing White. White.
It's another one I missed, and I'm gutted I missed that show. But just through talking around that show and the edit, we built a bit of an online. He's an imaginary friend, so I've got a lot of time for Brian. He's awesome.
All right, and then we had John Burka.
Oh yes, yeah.
His core is second to none, my man. # goals right there.
Yeah, and he when I hurt myself, he reached out with a bit of advice. So thank you for that, John.
Nice. Yeah, he's a cool cat. He's given me some pretty good feedback here recently. Wink, wink. All right, and then we had Brian Tan, who is
champion.
Grand
champion.
Is that what you're supposed to say? Champion.
No, that's a mushroom.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, congratulations to him. Hard work done there.
Yeah.
And then we had Kat and Marshall Mallory.
Yeah, that was a giggle too. Yeah.
World Travelers, game show extraordinaire winners,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And then finish it off with the one and only Garrett Sakahara.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to end on a high, I think that's quite poetic, really. That was such a fun show.
It was. I mean, I'm sorry that Garrett made us end, our shows.
Yeah, he broke it. He broke it. There's no two ways about it. Thanks, Garrett.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you to all who hung out with us and put up with our madness and whatnot.
Yeah, and the swearing, and the irreverence, and the gas station dick pill jokes. Thank you. And it was the feedback and the support we had from you guys that kept us going. And, nothing has to last forever. Nothing should last forever. We had a good run while it lasted, and the shows are up there for posterity. And if people want to check them out, they'll still be up on YouTube because it's out there. We're not taking it down. So it's just, this makes for quite a short show. It's sort of limping to a close, really.
Yep. Just don't, we close it out. Just don't do any snappy, cheesy clips at the end. Nothing like that. Just close it out.
Yeah. We used to have a thing when I was podcasting back in the day, and we'd just say "limp to a close." Limp to a close.
Maybe with that, instead of the dead air, which seemed like it happened.
Go ahead, Tom.
Who's you're gonna actually, who's taller, you or Glenn Danzig?
I think that we're equal, so I think we make the perfect pair.
I love Glenn Danzig, don't get me wrong, but when I first saw him in person, I looked up and I saw this giant muscular man, but he was 5 foot. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
They do that in the Mother video.
Oh, I just read my bottom of my notes. It says, "Kiss my ass, Ryan."
Can we book a better guest next time? Because that was just awful.
Oh.
Is Sarah still there? Oh, shit.
And I checked and I looked and it said half brother. And I mean, I almost shit. I was like, what? What?
All right, well, why is it
plug
city?
my new,
How about that, Boz? Why is it city?
What?
City. Huh? A couch. City.
Oh,
City.
City is where people live in large concentrations and usually have an underground public transport system of some kind.
Yes, that's a city. I wouldn't say city.
A settee.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I love girls with a nice set of cities.
No, my buddy who lives in Northampton, we were in rescue school together. We were going through search house, right? So we're blacked out. He said he had a city. He was feeling. So he was the lead guy who was telling me what he felt. He said, "I have a city right here." I said, "A city? What is a city?"
It's a sofa.
That's a sofa. Never heard of that.
No.
Okay, so we got
Would a toilet be a
sofa? Sofa, couch, and Davenport.
5-year-old
All
Tom.
the dad jokes today. 5-year-old Tom.
Well, no, I mean we can talk about games you guys play. You guys ever play Candy Crush?
I play the heck out of Miss Pac-Man and Donkey Kong.
No, Tom only plays Operation.
Operation, yeah.
Also, Justin, I was going to say, your camera position looks like you have horns. It's badass, but I'm just warning you in case that's the look you're going for.
That is awesome. Fuck it. No, stay there. That's awesome.
You had it, man. Don't fuck up a good thing.
So just that increasing moving more and feeling better and
yeah.
Can you guys hear that motorcycle running up and down the road?
Do you live on a racetrack?
Okay, hold on one second. No.
No, it's fine.
Justin's about to go kick some ass. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just put a stick through the spokes.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to run down the street, grab that guy by the back of his neck, pull him up.
No.
Yeah. Just clothesline him as he goes past.
I've got a piece of steel plate I keep next to the bench for little fuckers that come speeding down the road. You flip it out in the driveway. When it hits, they think something fell off their car and they hit their brakes. And
What?
All right, so we're gonna drop you backstage. I'll read this intro, and Tom, when we laugh, you laugh.
100%.
And we're out.
Fuck you guys.
And he can hear.
I wanted to add, like, it's one thing to go viral in English-speaking territories. It's another thing to go viral, like, internationally in other languages. And I remember sending you an article way back, just as it was all taken off, because my wife's sister from Catalonia in Spain said, "Your DDPY thing is here, like it's in the news." We're like, "What?" And like these articles are
so
from.
cool.
The Catalan national newspaper and La Sexta, which is like one of the major TV channels. So I've clipped these here for you. There's your story, dude. Like in Spain. So you crack this again. You're not only going to reach English-speaking territories. It's going to go. The people you're going to help, like, is off the chart. It's incredible. And
that's awesome. Your actual story, right? Your actual story.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you had your other story where you got stuck in the car. And then after losing all that weight, you bought your daughter a brand new car. That reached all the Asian channels.
I don't remember what my name is in that. Those guys from Malaysia put together a good story on that.
They sure as hell did.
Yeah. I can't remember what my name was in that, but my wife passed away in that story. And
oh man, R.I.P. Mary.
In the story, I really hope your daughter was appreciative of the car. In the story,
I know.
You know what we're talking about?
I missed this entirely.
Okay, so Bob, there was a you have, if you ever
Space
go on
from
Facebook, click on watch. And then there's all these videos, and it's stolen viral videos, and they'll put new subtitles or change the text and put emotional music. And it was about this man that gets stuck in his car because his belly's too big, and then he loses weight. And the weight loss they show is Vance, and actually I think 2 other people.
Right.
But most of it's Vance.
A whole bunch of different stuff together.
Yeah,
it was mostly Vance, but it was mostly Vance, and they even changed your name as well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm putting that whole fucking thing in here. Copyright be damned. It's going in the podcast.
Yeah, you can't copyright.
I don't think they give a shit about copyright.
No, probably not. No. I hope we went to NSFW potty mouth for you, because
oh no, you know I've been called a walking hostile work environment, so I don't think you can get too foul.
That's your next tattoo.
Now, which one is the Gmail?
It really was amazing because now all of a sudden people had seen, like, they started seeing my story, on Facebook. I overcame my injuries. They saw, some of the physical transformation I made or whatever. But I think the biggest thing they saw was my determination and the fact that I just won't quit. And so people kind of gravitated towards that type of energy because, that's that persistence and that kind of energy that it takes. And so anyway, so people wanted the coins. And they liked the way they looked, and it inspired them, and it gave me, like I had a purpose again. I was like, instead of just taking care of me and my injuries every day, I can go out there and start making shit again. So I started making challenge coins, and people started just requesting them, and I was making them, selling them as fast as I could make them. And then, like I said, COVID hit. My class is shut down. I'm in the garage. It's hot. I'm wood burning, and I just couldn't take the heat anymore. My guys they donated enough for me to get one of those portable evaporative coolers, but they don't really work that much. It works for a little bit, but when it's 115 and you're outside, it's just too hot. Yeah. So anyway, so then I started losing, and then I started kind of getting a little bummed out, man. It's like I told everybody, I'm not going to make any, I'm not going to make any coins for a while. It's too damn hot. I need to move my shop inside, which is different. When you're wood burning, you got to have ventilation and all that shit. So anyway, so then I moved everything inside, or, I came inside and I shut it down. I told people I'm putting the contest on hold. So just briefly, for people who didn't know, I had the challenge coin page where I challenged people. So when COVID first hit and they locked everybody down, they canceled, all the gyms closed and everything. People started getting really high anxiety. It was the end of March. And I went into my garage and I saw that I had 25 challenge coins that had the magnets on the back. When I first started making them, they were magnet backs where you could like clip them on clothing or whatever.
Like a lapel.
Yeah. And so I was like, I wanted to do something to help everybody because I could immediately start seeing, signs of depression and anxiety. And because I had gone through that, and because I still suffer from it as well, I can pick up on it instantly when I encounter it. And so I just wanted to do what I could to help people in general, just to avoid depression and anxiety, and to hit the fucking mat, because when you hit the mat, it helps with that. Right?
I'm proud.
Right?
We love it. We love it.
And we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back down to that conversation on depression and anxiety and DDPY after this. But so I had 25. I said, guys, if you do 15 days of DDPY in a month or whatever, if you do 15 days, or was it 15 days straight? I think it was. Then in a calendar month,
2 a month and 15 out.
That's what it was. And then I would do a drawing. Everybody who does it, everybody gets their name in the hat, and I pull the name out of the hat, and I was donating coins. So that really took off because it really helped to lift people up and inspired people and everything that we wanted to achieve. So then I started running out of the coins, ran out of coins. So I'm now I'm making coins. I'm going to work, and then people just started placing orders. And can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, and they really pushed me, beyond, what I thought I could do as an artist. People's requests and my desire to help forced me out of my comfort zone, and I started doing it. So I made about 200. Then it got really freaking hot, and then I put the page on hold. And a couple of months went by, and I was like, man, I started to get kind of depressed because I'm like, I didn't want it to die on the vine. I didn't want the the page to just die like that. And people are out there, they're wanting to do something. People want to be motivated. People want to be inspired. One thing I learned in the military and in martial arts is people want to be led. There are leaders, and there are people that just want to be led. They want to belong to something bigger than themselves.
Always.
And it's human nature. We want to belong to something bigger. So anyway, I said, I'm not going to let the page. I had 300 people on there. I'm not going to let them just die like that. So I said, okay, I'm not going to be out there making challenge coins. So let's take the same concept, keep them on the mat, but give them recognition and inspiration and motivation just by recognition. If you, like in business, it's not always the paycheck that motivates and inspires people. Sometimes it's just recognition for the hard work and for what they're doing. They want to be seen. So basically that's, when I put together this page, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use my military background, and, you can earn rank, you can earn, jungle expert patches and Pathfinder patches with tigers and things on them and shit, and, getting people to push themselves. And so today, as a matter of fact, I started the competition for October a little bit early. I started it on the 27th of last month, and you have through October to do it. So today, being the 11th, some people are hitting their 15 days today. And so like on that page that I have going, a lot of people are earning their patches today and stuff like that. So that's where we're at with that.
Very cool.
People love achievements, man.
To talk about the reach of these challenge coins, obviously living here, passing our level 2 this week. We were really lucky last night to go out to dinner with, we know Naren Flanders came over, and our friend Judith as well. And they're she'll talk about it another time, but just got my headphone off.
Easy, boss.
Yes, excited, flappy hands. So, they're a little crew basically, and they allowed me to tag along like a spare wastrel. And we went out for dinner just over the road here, and I have got a picture of them. I'm going to put it up. It's not on the device, so I can't drop it in. But in post, I'm going to put this picture up of a bunch of flowers that they very kindly bought Lavinia for passing her L2, and they're all sporting these challenge coins.
Nice.
Here in the UK. So that shows you the reach of them. And they love them.
I was so honored to be asked to maybe make them for them. Talk about reach, man. I tell you what, I've shipped them. Check this out. So it took off those challenge coins. I've shipped a ton to Canada. I say a ton, but the most of them to Canada, England, of course, Scotland, the Canary Islands of Spain, Australia, I mean, it's blew my mind when I go to the post office and they're like, "Where are you mailing to this time?" I'm like, "I know this is getting crazy, man. I'm shipping these things to Spain."
Yeah,
I'm going.
Norway.
I know who that was.
I've had you send 2 of them to people, and the minute that they get them, they're just like, it means the world to them.
Give it up for the real Tiger King, Scott French.
Woo!
He's not here yet, by the way.
I've had 4 Guinness.
There
you guys all having fun talking shit, man. I know you're talking shit.
Fuck yeah, we are.
If Scott wasn't here, I'd tell you guys to fuck off a long time ago. But I respect that man up there. I don't want him getting linked up.
I apologize for talking so damn much shit.
That's what you're here, man.
That's why you're here.
We talk every episode.
We never want to have you back, but we'll let you talk.
You're actually, you talk so much we don't need a revisit. We're just going to assume that's the whole story.
Naz, one last thing. Did you want to talk about the article or not?
My big problem in all of these situations, and part of the reason why I've never had a proper conversation with Dallas, is because I completely clam up. Like when I meet someone who, it's a really weird thing, because obviously I interview people for work all the time, and I've been quite lucky. I've interviewed a lot of celebrities and kind of politicians and people and been completely fine. But there's just something about some of the people that I've met through doing DDPY where I'm literally just like, and then I can't speak. And with Dallas, there's an extra side element of, if I start talking to him about what this means to me and how it's changed me, I'm basically going to start crying on him. Yeah. So my inner monologue is like, don't say a fucking word because you're going to cry. Even with Raven, it was so lovely to see him, and he looked so well, and he was going in to do a sort of one-to-one thing with Garrett. So Garrett introduced me, which was lovely. But even then I was just like, hello, lovely to meet you. Looking well. And then he wandered off, and Andrea was like, I'm not worthy. And he left, and Andrea was like, who was that guy? And I was just like, doesn't matter. You won't understand, but it was really very good.
One of those criminally underbooked wrestlers from WCW history, Mom.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, but bear in mind, the whole wrestling side of it for Andrea is just like, it boggles her mind. And we hung out quite a lot with obviously like David Ali and Danny and people like that who work at the PC, who are also kind of wrestlers in their own right. And she was just like, hold on a minute. So Danny just punched someone in the face, and it's like, yeah, she did, but that's allowed because that's kind of what she does, and that's fine.
Yeah, don't fuck with Danny. Seriously,
that kind of a person. Like, it just. Yeah. But what if someone hit her back? It's like, well, they do. That's kind of the point. There is a really cheesy women's magazine in the UK. Called Take a Break, which is part crosswords and part this. I was messaging Boz and some of the UK guys this week. Basically, one of the taglines for this week, and you're going to have to put it in so that people can see it, was something like, the Domino's delivery driver was dough balls deep in another woman, or something. Like it's just the cheesiest thing. Like it was all like, was he stuffing some other woman's crust? Like, all of that. Like it's one of those. It is seriously
quality
the highest selling. It's honestly, as a journalistic piece of work,
super cringy.
It's genius. Like it's amazing. The work they put into it is brilliant. But it's also the highest circulation women's magazine in the UK. It has a very good readership. And I've said from the beginning that once I was at a point where I wanted to promote my classes, I would sell my transformation story to them. Just because it's like a really good thing to do. I wanted an ex-WWE wrestler helped me banish my bingo wings, but I don't think they're going to go with that, unfortunately. But if I was writing my own headline, honestly, like I'd totally do that. But I did the interview with them because it's for their Christmas special. And the reason they've done the Christmas special is because if you see the transformation video, there's the picture of me and that bloody penguin from when I took my daughter to visit Father Christmas. And my sister took a photo of me and this giant stuffed penguin. That was basically the first picture I'd seen of myself for a really long time, where I was just like, holy fucking shit. Like, what has happened to me? Something has to change now. This was like the picture that started it all. But they love that picture. They think that picture's brilliant. So they're looking at it for their Christmas special as like a, transformation kick-started by a trip to Father Christmas. But the thing about it that I can't quite work out is obviously in the interview, I talked a lot about DDPY because I'm basically pimping out like my L1 classes is the plan. But I've not had the read back yet to know how much of that's actually going in.
Yeah, what made the cut?
Yeah, well, and it's that thing because they
probably overdubbed you continuously, and it's all thanks to insert workout name.
Yeah, exactly.
Every month it'll be a different one.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, just before you go, Travis, I did hear there's also some other classes that have similar offerings.
Yeah, for real. You keep mentioning these two Travis and Tom guys. Are you not aware of the best DDP yoga instructor not affiliated with the app? Literally lives like 6 minutes from you.
Who's way closer
to DDP works, right? You guys are like in one little spot.
I mean, you're practically cousins. I mean, you live right around the corner.
That was shameless. Sorry. Carry on.
Travis, I have a question for you.
Hey, well-deserved anyway, Boz. You've passed on a few episodes of not throwing your info out there, so well-deserved. It's
true. Not a shameless self-promoter like this guy. Travis, let's pretend Abby's not in the room right now. Have you ever seen Abby not have a smile on her face?
No.
So I've had a serious conversation. Abby, we've talked before. We've had some serious conversations about every single aspect of your life. I have never once seen you without that smile on your face. And that is your most, to me, that's your most endearing quality is that when you talk about being positive, you talk about the changes that happen. Some people can bullshit you. They can say it. And I mean, we all see it. Everybody that's watching this podcast is going to feel this. And this is kind of the most exciting thing about this episode is, I mean, it just radiates from every single aspect of you. And I just want you to know, in case you don't know that, the rest of the world is going to know. It's an awesome feeling, man. I am so inspired. It's so cool.
And by the rest of the world, he means all
10 of us
people that's going to watch this.
And Graham Vinook.
They're going to know that.
No,
it. That's all that matters.
No, for sure.
Before we stray too far, Abby, you keep mentioning you have listened to that audiobook so many times, and being that you don't have any background with Dallas whatsoever, what do you think of the narrator? Because it's always a topic of discussion on the DDP Yoga group. Because if you know anything about Dallas and the way he approaches and tells his story, and then you fire up that book, it's like, for me, it's like, who the hell is this guy?
Don't just think it, ink it.
Nothing like him. Nothing like him at all.
Yeah, it's so hard to get over, and it's so funny because everybody's like, "Hey, look what I just bought on Audible," and they'll get a screenshot, and like I would say 9 out of 10 comments are like, "Oh, what a shit narrator."
I feel bad for that guy. I do. I feel genuinely bad for the guy, but I slowed it down a little bit to get a
somebody else said if
voice.
you speed it up, it's better because then you don't have to listen to him as long.
All my audiobooks I do 2x because then you can listen to them twice as fast and get through more audiobooks. And that's what I did on that. And it didn't sound as like crazy and weird and yo, bro. It was so weird.
It's so funny when he gets into the wrestling talk because it's like you can tell he has no idea what he's reading and there's no emphasis on anything. And oh god, it's just incredible. Just the worst.
It's good job the content's good, eh?
Amen.
Yeah,
the content is amazing. The content is amazing. And when I was so sick, that was really, I wasn't in a place where I would have been able to actually read the book. So the Audible thing is great. I've got used to the guy. I'm kind of over it, but no, it doesn't have the motivation factor. I'll tell you how helpful the instructors that I've listened to's voices are, but particularly DDP. I literally, if I'm going for a walk or a jog, I still listen to a class in my headphones because it always makes me finish what I've started, even though I'm not doing what the class is. And I think that's because I have so many positive associations with those classes and all those instructors. So it's like, it makes such a difference. Yeah.
I haven't been 60 kilos since I was 15. So I don't know. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll want to drop in 6 months. If I do this hard, I do all the workouts. I wanted to do 5 hours a week minimum. And, you know, I had bought myself a limited edition bike jacket which was a medium size instead of a large that I owned. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fit into that jacket by somewhere. I tried it on.
Sorry, Lavinia.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry about that rude noise. that asshole noise.
No, he's so loud. It's like if he had papers or something, you know.
He spent all that money on that microphone and not a freaking mute button on that computer. Can you believe that?
Or he forgets to plug it in.
Yeah.
You see?
So for everybody listening,
he's so sweet. Now we're talking shit about him.
Yeah,
he was
refilled wine.
He was waiting on me.
Now I feel so bad.
And then also for everybody at home, 60 kilo in American, that'd be about 132 pounds is what you were set out.
Technically, my BMI ideal weight is that. So I was like, okay, I want to lose the weight. I set myself to do 5 hours a week minimum. So that would have been in the 6 months, 130 hours. I did a total of 242 hours in those 6 months. Many of them were teaching, but apart from teaching, I wanted to be in the top 100 like pretty consistently. So for that, you have to do 140 minutes a day minimum. You have to do that to get the maximum points. So, you know, to be up on the app. But if you're teaching, you don't get spinny wheels. So
correct. Yeah, custom workouts, no matter what the length, you don't get them.
Exactly. I wasn't getting any extra additional points. So I was really, you know, busting my ass doing this. I did lose shit in 6 months. I lost 2 sizes, 4 kilos in total. 4 kilos? Maybe not even 4. I lost 2.5 kilos or something like that. I lost fuck all.
All right, so let's see where we at next year.
Oh shit! I'm trashing everything.
What about this vacation you guys went on? That's what I want to know about.
Oh,
it's perfect that you reference it right as Boz knocks over his drink. I would like to discuss drunken yoga.
Oh, Germany!
Because all of our workouts we've done, that was probably my favorite. No offense to all the other stuff you've done.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. You don't have to give me much alcohol for me to notice, feel the effects, to be honest. And that was fun.
Yeah, basically our Airbnb host, she's like, we don't speak any German. So she was like, thankfully she spoke some very pidgin English. She was like, you want welcome drink? We're like, okay, yeah, thanks. So she went away, and then terrible. I can't do German. I'd insult them if I tried. And Entschuldigung. Anyway, that was for Dorothy. So
terrible.
So how should I have said it, Travis?
Oh, go ahead, continue, my friend.
I'm listening.
The G is not so heavily pronounced.
Continued COVID edition.
Don't forget to hit the mat.
Bang.
Yeah, well, we got to
stole our
line.
Together, just come in here and take over. Why not?
Alert.
Oz is fired.
I learned from
That's
Tina.
right.
Just jump in, right? That's what you got to do.
Exactly. Please
hit the mat.
Raise your glass. Cheers. Hit the mat.
He's gonna drink the whole thing.
Fucking guy.
That's a pro, by the way. Yeah, he got it. I cannot do that. I would get it all down my top.
Well
I'm hoping that was cheap wine, honey.
No.
Like you and Kristen talking back and forth. What?
We can do ping pong. Yeah.
Go back and forth.
What?
There we go.
What?
There we go.
What?
There we go.
This evening's episode, for reasons that will become clear because of tonight's guest, we respect our guests and their beliefs and what they hold true. And out of respect, we're going to try to curtail our swearing on this episode. So we have decided I'm going to be doing a running tally at the top of the screen. We are doing a swear jar. And when we do swears, that total you'll see in the corner there, which is currently $0. Some will be adjusted for pounds sterling. Will go up if anybody drops a fuckball. I mean, a swear bomb. I mean, a shit does a swear. and we will pay whatever that says at the end, and we'll see where we go. Oh, real dollar bills.
This is a fucking terrible idea. One down the jar.
What I didn't tell Tom is the amount of swears will go up exponentially.
No. Damn it.
The reason you'll never see me at the moment sitting here wearing a Shamcock Fitness t-shirt is it's in the drawer. It doesn't fit. And when Travis said, what size do you want? I said, I want a size smaller than I am. So the day you see me sitting there wearing it means I'm comfortable wearing it. So, but it's a shame this is the last show we're ever doing, so fuck off.
So sad. Number 10.
10, that's what we said.
Tina, I've got one question for you. Will you say the word fuck?
No.
Hey, boss, you want to roll that tape?
Tina, no. Like, Ryan, be fair. Tina, I'm going to reason with it. Look, would you please just say the word piss? And would you say the word and the word Thank you. We're done. We're good.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh, no.
Okay, right, yep. Executive decision on the fly.
Hey!
You're hired! Tina, you're fired.
Hey man, hey, laugh at me. I know important shit. I saved my brother's life with the Heimlich remover, so I can't fucking pull my camera up to high speed. But I got my brother from fucking choking. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Holy shit!
No, this was 20 years ago. His dumbass was.
You're still bragging about something you did 20 years ago?
Hey, I know how to do it. Man. You want to jam a cheese stick down your throat and choke on it? I got your back.
You did
Okay.
Well, maybe not now, since we've all given you crap about it.
I'm no longer eating cheese
You
sticks
can
now.
die. So when is this gonna be?
This will drop not this Thursday, but the next.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever they did. Is that you have to delete YouTube from your parents' devices? The 17th. No, Mom, they canceled YouTube. They got rid of it.
What happened?
COVID.
Weird.
Yeah, COVID.
You got COVID.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can
Now.
die.
Be fair. Tina, I'm going to reason with it. Look, would you please just say the word philanthropist?
Philanthropist.
Thank you. And would you say the word frog?
Frog.
And the word cart?
Cart.
Thank you. We're done. We're good.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh, no.
I need to start brushing up on my F words and colorful language, but by Sunday, so I probably should start practicing right now. So, breathe in.
You can
No.
die.
Scoreboard, bitches.
That is a fight. I'm not looking forward to the end game. Of.
Maybe you can edit some effects. Maybe you can put some effects on us, Boz, during that video.
That would be
We'll see if time allows.
More work for Boz.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though, guys, like right there, that shows you the strength that you can get by others believing in you and then teaching you to believe in yourself, maybe. And
A C on it.
Ah,
Nice.
Tennessee. That is
So-
a lovely shirt.
I am. It's okay. So I'm going to call you out real quick before we even get any into this. This is the message I get as we're starting this recording. She goes, "Is this how you're supposed to warm up for Better Hit the Mat?" Come on.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
That was my
That's a
longest
full-
hold.
You know what, though? Here's the
no
thing.
warning
Okay?
sight either.
So let me show you guys what she's done. If you see there's space between her head and the ground, she doesn't go into headstand and then up to forearm. That's just straight kicking in and holding. That's strength. and
Nice.
discipline. That is not an easy thing to do without turning over top. So that's awesome.
Exactly.
I do that a lot though too.
Yeah. Hey, it's all about learning to roll out. You just tuck the chin and roll with it, and hopefully you don't hurt your shoulder, So don't pull a Scott French.
Yeah, that's
Kick your own ass.
learn how to roll.
He did that doing push-ups though, didn't he? Off the wall?
Yeah, I'm just talking about the shoulder in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show. Honestly, you've probably been one of at least this show's biggest supporters. From day one, you seem to be one of the very first people to comment and like and share all of our stuff. So it's been and honestly, it's cool to have you on because you could have been on episode 1 if we really didn't already have a huge list of people. And yeah, you say that, but like it's really cool to have you on. And I know most of us already kind of know a lot about you, but and a lot of people in the community probably already do. But do you want to go ahead and tell us kind of what got you started on trying to get your life back?
Man, should I start from the beginning? The beginning?
What year were you born? I don't have a ton of time. Around like an initial photo of hopefully you don't mind the showing. If we need to cut it, we'll cut it. But you guys knocking out like a dual diamond cutter, I think. Or yeah, post workout. There you go.
That's so cute.
And then so that was probably pretty early. And then now it's I think they're
You've
helping you out.
advanced some. You have advanced some. That's an amazing picture.
Is that now? I need to know. Do you crop her out to make the photo look better, or
I
just
I
make the
was
answer?
scared. I was so scared I was going to kick her. Luckily I didn't, but yeah, the caption on that was, find somebody who supports you like Ari supports me in a standing split.
There you go.
That, by the way, standing
That's awesome.
standing split like that, you're always fighting the weight of your own leg.
Correct.
So it isn't a marker of your flexibility. It's a marker of your, I think it's hamstring strength, glute strength to bring that leg up. So if you can get someone to push it up for you like that, you get more of an idea of where you can get to once your strength increases to the point you can lift it that high. So it's quite, we saw that we used to do in martial arts. So
She was just holding me up.
Hit the mat. Wow, he
Better
just
hit the
fucking
mat.
went.
Brian was like, "Fuck, I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Let's talk shit about him now."
That's
how I feel every week. Oh my god.
Listen, I don't wear jewelry. I don't even have a wedding band on.
That is all of my jewelry there on my left hand because my right hand's for other things.
But I'm telling you, man, since I got this right here, I don't take this off unless I take a shower, man.
Why did you guys put me on the episode with all the ball talk and jerking and stuff? Like what's that
We do
about?
that every episode.
Have you not listened to our show every fucking episode?
We're really 8th graders. That's it. Let's go.
What?
Baby Shark, we're talking about it's all about raining tacos now. Forget it.
Sure.
Also, in this whole time where we've kind of been on this small little break, DDP Yoga Proper announced all of the finalists for Positively Unstoppable 2. And then on Christmas Day, they announced the winners. First place was Candy McCarthy Herndon. She was your first place winner. Caitlin K was the second place winner. And then tied for third with Scotty Boots Georgeson and some lady, Justine Dobbins.
Oof.
Oh,
ouch.
Not the prettiest lady.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. No. Speaking of Justin Dobbins, previous guest on our show, Ryan.
That one. Gotcha.
He has finally come through with our official nicknames. It only took him like 6 months. But I actually really like mine.
He loves throwing it out there too.
He really does.
All the time.
Like I say, I'm kind of honored that he is seems to be my own personal troll. Pretty much anything I put online, there will be a trolling comment from Justin, usually within 20 minutes. It's quite alarming.
Yeah, he's damn good at it.
He's dubbed me Broomstick Kenobi, which I kind of love, I have to confess. I thought it was going to be Flashlight Kenobi, but I'm kind of glad the flashlight's gone away because it's too easy to confuse with a flashlight. So
tell me about
what was yours, Tom? Doctor?
I'm Dr. 2. Dr. 2, but I will remind Justin, there's 1, there's 2, and then 2 becomes before 3. So just to remind him, 2 comes before 3.
And in the Irish community, that's pronounced turd, my friend.
Correct. Correct. Just Boone, the turd.
And then what did he name you?
Say Shamrock, and I just said that right before I got that. I
didn't catch
it.
No. He got the sweet one.
How does that work? And then he's calling me RFN. Not sure what that F stands for.
No.
Fabulous.
Sure.
Ryan Fabulous Nichols.
Funky.
No, it's probably because I use the F word way too much, but I'm good with it.
True.
So, speaking of strong beard games, should we bring in our next guest?
Yes.
That'd be fantastic.
Right, I've got to do a little costume thing first, so just bear with me.
Oh, we didn't know we were doing costume changes.
Oh, keep going, pal.
I'm never comfortable in that crap.
Tom's got that tattooed on his lower back.
You'll find out. I got the other one covered up.
We always say this like it's some kind of, you don't know who our guest is. You've downloaded the thing with the name fucking plastered all over the front. So it's not like it's any surprise. So let's bring on the one and only head of certification and the guy who wears the same shorts as me.
He's got them on.
Wow. Commitment.
The one and only Mr. Hayden Walden.
Hey, cheers.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers with my teeth.
Do you remember that moment walking past me at that workout and going, I used to have a pair of those?
Yes.
You do?
Very clearly.
Did you think that what a sad fucking mark?
No. It never
the highlight of his life.
He's so nice.
It was only when he was signing them when he thought, what a freaking
I said I was going to run a local music school as like a head teacher, principal kind of role, and I got that gig. I said I wanted to be the first guy in the UK to teach DDP yoga. I was the first guy in the UK to teach DDP yoga. I said I wanted to work for Dallas, one way, shape or form. I wanted to work for Dallas. I started working for Dallas, doing little things on and off, and then got the certification job. Then I said, between me and Laura, this never went any further. The only thing I ever said was, I said on a retreat in 2015, I said, if I ever get the chance to come over and work at the PC, I'd love to. That's all I said. And then I would say to Laura, we're going to move to America. We're going to move to America. Just kept believing that and saying it and putting the work in to make sure it happened. 2017, I moved to America. So even now, even in the position that I'm in, after everything that's happened, there are still things that I say, I'm going to get that, I'm going to do that. And then bang, I'm doing it. To coin a phrase, bang.
I've just realised something.
Awesome.
What? That means we've got to jump out of a fucking aeroplane, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because I said we were going to do it, right?
You said we were going to do it. That means it's going to happen. No,
it's going to happen. Hang on. It's definitely going to happen, boss. I guarantee it.
Definitely him waving it. I'm gonna be waving it.
Adrenaline surge. Don't stop till I hit the ground. I'm on my way for sure. Oh, fear in the air. This will never hurt. I'm on my way to win back. Take a hot big paralyzed with fear. Feel velocity gain when I bring the near. Catatonic thing.
That's Lucy.
Don't look back, keep on walking, keep strutting, slow motion. The more you ignore it, the cooler you look.
Amazing.
Got all fluffy.
Oh, yeah. Fluffy beard, fluffy hair. We did it.
Tell you guys, man, that to read the story and hear the story and like then to hear from his mouth is a different fucking.
Hey, and how cool is it to hear him say this is the first time he's publicly really kind of talked about it in a year?
Yeah. And do you know what I love about being able to have him on at this point? Obviously, I've known a bit more about what's gone on, but it used to. I've heard him on other podcasts and stuff, and it was part of a story, and it was a really sad story, and it ended at a really sad point. This is the first time I've heard him tell that story, and it has a happy-ish ending.
The sun came back out a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, you can't say it's a happy ending because everything that happened still happened. But the fact that he can admit to himself at this point, I am happy. And to hear those words out of his mouth the other day, I can't tell you how good that was to hear.
Yeah. Because when you're genuinely concerned about a friend, and then you finally hear them say that is, it's because you constantly, you think about them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the Christmas class, and then we had the New Year's class, and DDP stopped by on both. And
wait, Travis had a Christmas class?
I don't know. It wasn't advertised though.
Didn't hear about
No one talked about it.
There was a poster on a fucking tree outside of my house with it stamped on there.
I got a fucking owl from like Hogwarts, and it was literally just unrolled that bitch, and I was like, Marin Flanders.
God, like now you mention it, there was a guy at the end of my street spinning one of those arrows.
Exactly.
There we go. You can edit this out, right?
Oh yeah,
we're live, pal.
No edit. No edit. Oh man, have you not seen? There's no editing.
But I was like, fuck all of you guys. All I do is edit.
I spent
I'm out.
hours.
If there's no editing, I'm just going to strip right now.
Also known as the Unstoppable Four. Cheers, guys.
There he is. Hello.
Welcome to the shit show.
What's up?
I'm usually standing in the back looking like a moron.
You do it so well, my friend. So well.
You got to do something. Strive for third, baby. Strive for third.
And that's a wrap. So feel free to shit talk anybody you want right now, so we can clip it and send it.
That's a tradition.
Fuck all you! Bunch of suckers!
Back in the day, podcasting, people just say, "Yeah, we got 16 guests." I'm like, "It's gonna be a shit show," and that's audio, right? If you can't see each other, you're not recording on video. It's honestly, the talkovers are horrendous. And I know people who do a podcast, there's fucking 2 of them, and they cannot get their shit together to not talk over each other. So to have 8 people not do it too often, I think, self-high five.
Hey, real quick, guys, I had some students ask me for a class tonight, and I haven't worked out yet. So if you're interested, I'm doing a 9 o'clock workout Zoom. If you guys want to,
You know, I can't eat before I work out, and I need warning because now I'm not going to eat till 10 p.m. But I'll be there. You know I will be. Damn it! I gotta go eat the peanut butter.
That was so easy. That was so easy.
Do the work. Document everything.
Hashtag boss bitch.
I want to talk about the very clear nerd thing here going on.
Oh,
and, your wedding especially was brought to my attention. So what year was this?
That was
like 7 months ago.
Yeah, that was in July.
Wow, that's recent. Awesome. And because I saw your cake.
Oh yes.
And that's amazing. And then I didn't realize there was another side to the cake.
Oh yes.
So,
I believe.
Ari, what house are you in at Hogwarts? Gryffindor. Nerd.
Yeah, I'm such a Gryffindor. Nerd. Yeah, that's one of
I'm
the.
proud of it. So it's fine.
That is one of the other things, other than just everything else, is she's a massive Harry Potter and Star Wars fan, and I was like, okay.
Says the guy who can do Chewbacca.
I can't do it, Johnny. You go and
Oh, you have to. Please.
All right. Oh, man, hang on. I need to wet my. Hang on.
Because I've wanted to do that my whole life, and I cannot do it.
As well.
Amazing.
There you go.
I heard that and I was sold. Put it right on my finger right then and there.
That's what he did. I mean, is that what you heard run past you during that run?
I mean, I stopped, looked back. I mean, nothing catches your attention like hearing Chewbacca.
And I need to know what was going on here, because obviously I identify with this quite a lot.
Okay, yeah. So, boy, you guys done your research. That's awesome.
I mean, you put it out there.
I did. So, my brother got some really awesome. I think, Buzz, you have something similar. Really awesome, heavy-duty lightsabers.
Yep.
As a wedding gift, he got one for him, and he got one for me, and he challenged me to a duel. So we fought, and it was a great moment.
He asked me ahead of time if I could make sure there was some scheduled time in the reception for a lightsaber duel.
Amazing.
At that point, you just kind of roll with it. Like,
yeah.
Because the thing I wanted to know was, because of the chair elevation going on there, was it a reenactment of Revenge of the Sith? They were like, I have the high ground!
That's exactly what happened. My brother stood up on the chair and he yelled that.
One slight slip up.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Welcome to the shit show.
That was bullshit.
Oh.
So you had mentioned that, obviously COVID took a potential big hit, as far as your career, but your career is kind of what keeps you going mentally.
Yeah.
Looking at your social media, you seemed like to be a pretty big advocate about mental health, and
100%.
and I know, and you spoke about it 2 years ago, before a lot of people were publicly speaking about mental health, and now it's become like almost a point of marketing. But has obviously staying active has kept you mentally okay. Like I know you're doing like a lot of outreach, and like you're doing like improv shows online, things like that. What else are you doing to basically stay in check?
Well, the big thing for me is trying to remain certainly positive in this time. I think staying still is always a concern for people, and I think it's easy to get yourself into a rut during this period. We all have negative thoughts. We all have these thoughts. It's just necessarily where you're putting them in your day, and whether you're letting them really take over yourself. And in terms of me personally, I try and exercise as much as I can within realms. I also eat as much as I can, kind of neutralizing it, but never mind, I'll work it out. But
it's all about balance.
Comfort, discomfort. It's all about balance, and I am on a seesaw, and I have shit myself at the bottom of mine, so it's not going well. But we all go through the. I shot myself on a seesaw once at a 6-year-old's birthday party, and it's haunted me me since that day.
Were you 6 or an adult? That's what we need to know.
I was an adult, and I'll tell you this now. You see, when you're a grown man and you shit yourself on a seesaw, nobody runs to help you, by the way, just so everyone knows that. They just get their cameras out and have a bloody good laugh.
I read about that on your Wikipedia, actually. It was,
that's on there. It goes footballer, shut himself on a seesaw. It's the second one down.
So clever.
What a worker. Master.
He was just trying to get you to say donkey. That's all he was trying to get you to do.
And I said donkey as well. I said donkey as well. Or burglar alarm. That was his big one. Burglar alarm. I don't know what they say in an English accent. Burglar alarm. Burglar. There's an R in there. There's an R.
Burglar.
I'd say burglar. I don't know.
Burglar.
Roads.
Anyway, talking of small animated animals, that brings me on to something else. And I know you're probably sick of this fucking question, but I love your rant. Like, one of the first things I heard of yours, unfortunately, was the Peppa Pig thing.
Oh, fuck off.
All right, fair enough. Next question.
Perfect answer. Next question.
All right,
So,
fine. Fair enough.
In America,
I'll answer any
we
question.
also hate Peppa Pig, so if you just want to go off, go for it.
We were just going to join you with it.
How is she so popular? Everyone fucking hates her. Why have we got her on our telly, little opinionated cow? She's always, Daddy Pig's a good diver. Daddy Pig is a good diver for a start, and they're always going on about the fact he's fat, despite the fact he's been a fucking athlete. He's a diver, a self-employed man as well, and she's always giving him shit about his weight. Never mind that one. Her metabolism lets her go, the fucking cow. So, and then at least George likes dinosaurs. I hate her. I can't stand her. She's always calling you when you fail in life. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Did you make a mistake, Mummy Pig? Haven't you, you little bitch? So,
You got somebody vaping in the background there?
I was good. No, it's this is my agent. He's just smoking a cigar off screen. No, it's like this. It's a tiny little
vaporizer. And what are you vaping in there?
This is going to sound weird. This is my gran. We just no.
That a cake has never made me feel that way. Short term, perhaps. I've had some good cakes, but a slice of pizza, and I live in the north, so I'm in New York, so pizza's much better here than wherever you clowns live. But
I hate all things Chicago, but deep dish pizza is pretty damn good.
It's like a different food, though. It's like it's like a layered food.
It's like lasagna.
It's lasagna
pizza. There's no such thing as bad pizza, just better pizza.
That's how I feel about cheesecake. No such thing as bad cheesecake.
Right.
Even the word cheesecake.
No one's mad at it, right? It's fantastic. Right.
Controversial opinion incoming.
Ooh.
Pizza is the food equivalent of AC/DC.
No, boss. I don't think you've had pizza. You don't live in a place where pizza's a real food item.
I will tell you this.
I've had pizza everywhere.
There's
a place in Chicago, Ryan. There's a place in Chicago called Pequod's. You ever heard of that?
I have not.
You go there before they open. They literally have a line outside of the door, and it instantly goes from when they open, 45-minute, hour and a half wait.
Yeah, we have a Pepitos here that they have a 40-pound pizza.
That sounds
wow.
And that and Fat Ryan and Fat Mark would have torn that thing to shreds. I would have torn.
No shit. Went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy. Saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and I ate 16 pounds of pizza afterwards.
That's
Good
incredible.
God,
that's incredible. That's next level stuff. Yeah, I mean, I one time in college, I ate a baker's dozen grilled cheeses because people told me I couldn't, and so I ate 13 grilled cheeses in the mess hall. And so
that's a loaf of bread, right?
It's an entire loaf of bread. That's what it comes down to. That's 26 slices plus the butter plus the cheese.
You guys are carrying on that. If my man can eat 50 hard-boiled eggs, I say eat 50 hard-boiled eggs.
That's exactly.
Cool
hand. Cool hand.
I every time that I see whether it's Bruce or somebody else post a picture like their before and afters, I'm just thinking to myself, man, Fat Ryan and Fat Bruce would have killed a Chinese buffet.
Murdered it.
So what's going to happen now is Mark's going to sing us out, because I saw a Q&A thing that his wife posted on Facebook, and it said that he's really good at singing in Spanish. So take it away, Mark.
Okay, so no, I mean, if that's what you guys want to hear more about, we can do soñar lo imposible, soñar, creer lo imposible, creer. That's some Don Quixote, folks.
He pronounces it correctly as well.
Yeah,
I don't know
South
South America's
Spanish
pronunciation.
I haven't.
Did you guys know what he said? He said Tom Soroka sucks. I don't know if you know that. That's Spanish.
fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings, and just fucking. This is what you don't do well. Like your fucking cues are garbage. All right, man. Like that's helpful.
Tom, if
Do
you
I
could
need
just
to re?
if you could just unplug your router and then just throw it on a fire, that would be great.
There you go.
I was getting mad props in our workout last week because during Tom's section, the song "I'm Unstoppable Today" came on, and like, yeah, planned it. Nothing to do with shuffle. That was completely planned, 100%.
Okay, Marcel, and one more question for you. Every episode we do a fist fight question. So I need to know, who do you think would win in a 3-on-1 handicap fist fight? Diamond Dallas Page versus this Supreme Team, Yoga Doc, Dr. Tom, and Dr. Marcel Dore.
3 docs.
The docs.
Oh my God, you got 3 mellow docs there.
True.
Right? Hey, Tom? I mean, we're not violent people. Nope. And if you've met Yoga Doc, he is one of the least violent people you would ever
I don't know,
meet.
when he's on stage.
Well, yeah.
I think that's where he lets it. That's where he lets it all out. That's where he lets it all out. But you know what? When he was here for that summit, and he was like moseying back and forth, and like, oh, we're starting now? Okay. And then he'd mosey on over. So I don't know. I think unless you're playing his hit songs behind him, then I think that definitely Diamond Dallas Page would knock us all out.
You're letting him go over 3-on-1. Gonna bury yourself.
Yeah. Well,
we'd win in a tickle fight for sure. The 3 of us would win a tickle fight.
Tickle fight.
There you go.
You don't want the pressure points.
100% tickle fight.
We'd be doing
Well, that's
our
what I was
safety
thinking.
zones.
Just like a needle or an acupuncture
Nowhere
point.
to attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'd be like, oh, that guy, Dallas has something wrong with his shoulder. I'm going to punch him in the kidney.
Now, if Tom and I got a hold of Yoga Doc's tracks there, and we cranked it up full blast, because he sings loud, then maybe he'd go a little wild. But it would take at least that much.
I just think Yoga Doc needs to own it and have the courage of his convictions. If you're gonna have a band called Iron Mullet, you got to be sporting a mullet. Where's the mullet,
man,
Doc?
you know what?
I'm calling you out in front of everyone.
Hey, Robin's a little upset, but I'm letting my hair grow. And
oh, it's getting there.
I'm working the mullet. It's gonna take a while, but I'm growing a mullet.
Doing that North Carolina proud.
That's right. It's kind of country-ish, isn't it?
Stokesdale in the house.
That's right.
I delivered a lot of babies early in my career, and there's this one young couple who went through fairly difficult labor, but eventually the baby came out just fine, this little boy. And they showed up to the clinic a week later just for a baby check, and the father proudly held his son in front of me and says, "Dr. Dore, we named the baby after you." I said, "Oh, that is so nice. I've never had a baby named after me." And I looked at the baby, and it's so nice. I looked at your chart. Baby's name is Gordon.
But
Gordon.
He said you
Nguyen.
look like a Gordon, though. That's what it is.
Gordon Nguyen, right? I said, and I very kindly said, "Thank you so much. I'm very honored. Thank you." And that was it. And then I was driving home later that day, and I realized what had happened, because with a difficult delivery that week prior, the father had come up to me after the delivery, so thankful. He said, "What does Dore stand for?" And I told him Dore is French for golden.
Oh, that's great.
He's a gentleman. He does fisticuffs. I can't.
He would definitely. He would do it old school.
Exactly.
Do this? What do you
Speaking
do?
of nice fuckers,
Like a
here, let's
gentleman.
cheers it in then.
He'd have to make sure he was in his
we
fighting
gotta-
trousers. Okay.
Boz sucks. Boz sucks. Boz sucks.
We've been running a series of free beginner classes during lockdown in the UK, which is coming to its late phases, and that means my work's about to go insane. So this coming Wednesday is the last free beginner class we're running. So if you've been meaning to get to one and you haven't, make a point of doing it. And I've just realised this show's coming out a week after that, so there's no point in me saying it.
And is now a DDPY enthusiast. Please give it up for my friend and former best comedian of the world, John Reap.
Cheers! Oh, we get diamond cutters!
Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers, bang, bang, cheers!
What do you mean former?
Former, dude, you literally have a clip on your website that says, "Yeah, I won Last Comic Standing." You know what that means? That means I was the best comedian in the world, for 1 year.
1 year. That's right.
That would make you a former.
That's true. I forgot I said that. That's true.
Hey,
Yes.
cheers, John.
Cheers to you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Got beer here.
He says, beer. I love it.
I don't drink beer, so I made an seltzer.
Made by ginger, not a ginger beer.
That's
but I think you need to talk to your distribution company because the guys who are giving it out here in the UK have dropped the ball some. The label's just not as good, and I think it's spelt wrong. So
that works. It's just we pronounce things differently down over here across the pond. It's all the same. It's all cheap beer. I like that you guys did that. That's very flattering. Thank you.
Bartender says, last call. You can't say Heineken after 15 of Heinekens. You can always say, Bud. No matter how drunk you are. That's why I'm coming out with my own beer. It's going to be huge. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to name it, Last call. What can I get you?
Hit the mat.
Hit the mat.
That thing got a heavy. Is that how you say it?
You're about to find out.
Yeah. You didn't shake enough.
That's awesome.
No. Hey man, is that got a Hemi?
Anyway, January 2017, I dive in. I'm just dropping weight. I think about it back, and I think how it seemed so easy to lose weight. I wish it was that easy now, man. I mean, the weight was just pouring off of me, and I'm trying to think. I don't know that I was making a whole lot of nutritional changes. I definitely made some, but the majority of it was really just committing to moving the body. Mindset, thinking about things differently. And, eventually I did start honing more in on the nutritional side. So a year went by, and like you said, Ryan, I ended up losing, actually it was 16 months. I lost like 80 pounds. And I felt amazing. Everybody's asking me what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Seriously.
I mean, 80.
Yeah, right.
At least you didn't say only, because that's what we keep hearing. Only.
No, right.
And Boz was like, only?
Seriously, like for the record, I lost 50. Like 50 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. But like in the DDPY community, you feel like, my minnow over here, I only lost 50 pounds.
Well, right. I mean, that's the thing, right? And that's that kind of that trap we fall into with the comparison. I mean, it's so easy when you're talking to people like, Justin Dobbins, and all these Vance and these guys that are dropping 200-300. I mean, Ryan, what you did, it's amazing, right? So, it's okay. Just okay.
Yeah, could be better. Kind of fucked up, but whatever. In your background, are you recording us recording you?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He's in his gym.
Yeah, that's right. I have my crew is back here. We're live streaming.
And what shell?
Oh, that was the 5-year-old Tom question.
Oh, sorry, dude. Cut. Take it out.
I didn't think anybody was going to go there.
That's funny.
But I got a 5-year-old Tom question. And if I'm at Taco Bell, 5-year-old Tom's got his kid's meal. Mm-hmm. Do I get hard shell, soft shell?
Oh, my God.
Fuck, damn it. All right, run it back.
Damn.
Run it back.
Do not talk about kids' menus and getting hard.
All right, Tom, you ready to knock this one out?
So that's the best way that we can service you guys. And it's over something that's 2 inches, right? That's it. It's like the smallest little. Do I get hard? I blew it. I left all myself all over that stage.
I know a bunch about wood, boys.
You said about your aches and pains. Is that from just lugging too much sound gear, or have you like injured yourself in some way?
So for me, I want to say it was just from being overweight. I wasn't like super duper overweight, but I was definitely overweight. And then zero.
I was fat. I wasn't fat, but I was fat.
Right, like I wasn't quite fat as fuck, but I was like, I was getting there. There's some videos that my fiance showed me when my son was only 1 year old, where I had like breasts, and it was like alarming to see. It's the type of thing that anytime I start feeling like my progress isn't where I want it to be, she comes at me with those old memory videos, and she's like, "You want to think about this instead?" Yeah. And I'm like, all right.
Now, has she done any of that with you?
Yeah. Her stories too is amazing to me, because for her, she has depression, anxiety. She got, I think, diagnosed last year with PTSD and all this type of stuff. And she started doing the program secretly. I caught her doing it. She started doing it without me knowing, because she saw the mental transformation that it did for me. So she started doing it while I was at work. Like I bought the DVDs and I started using the app, and I never put the DVDs in because I started using the app right away. And I found them out, and I was like, what are these doing out here? And then she was like all embarrassed. I could busted her doing the workouts. And then now she's I think 4.5 going on 5 months pregnant, and she's doing the DDPY for mamas a couple times a week.
Very cool.
I do it with her. What is the thing?
Is that allowed?
What's that?
That's allowed?
Yeah, you can use a cushion.
Oh, you can use a cushion. No, that's awesome. So Tom sucks Sroka?
So, oh, come on. He said the same thing.
That's how I read it.
I sent one to Tom, by the way. He's going to get it.
I mean, that's a heck of a statement.
Brilliant.
Should we get
all right, anything off limits so I can attack your childhood? Everything.
Roast me.
Roast me.
Shoving it down your throat. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I love it.
What's up? I got degrees. Image up for me.
It's always there.
Yeah, always.
It should always be in that sense.
See that black square? It's because it's fucking stupid. That damn image. Sorry.
I know that's going in the right direction, because I've gone from the 2 and 3X shirts to 1X comfortably, and there's a few large that I wear, which to me blows my mind, because I haven't seen a large since I was in high school. But still, taking those monthly measurements, also know that biceps I now measure at a little over 18 inches, a very little over 18 inches, but it's still over. So, but it's that I'm
You can show it off. There you go.
Wow.
There we go. Our first strike.
The other thing is, I call bullshit on that a little bit ago. My biceps are 18 inches. No, half of that's tricep.
Arms. Upper arms.
Arms, exactly.
Now, do I need to move the camera at all, like off of my
bring
face?
it down. Bring it down. Bring it down.
Yeah, down a little bit.
Bring it down. Keep
Bring
going.
it back up.
See that sexy chest.
Keep going.
Can you change the t-shirt as well? Because I don't like the same one twice.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Did you bring it down? You didn't. That's a fucking outtake. I'm sorry.
Do you do sound engineering at all? Because that's what a sound engineer does. Can you turn up the treble a bit and you just go?
Nothing is moving.
You didn't
He's just
move.
fucking with us, guys.
Guys, just look at the wind guard. Look at the wind guard. See how it's not moving?
He's probably. Do you have an external? Do you have another webcam on top of your laptop cam? Because you're probably the wrong camera going.
Oh my God, get the wrong camera source.
That's it. That would make sense then.
Okay, on stream. Aren't you guys glad that you've got these fucking things? Okay. Cam, Mike.
Oh man, I missed all
Don't
that.
feel bad, dude. We've been doing this 21 episodes and we fuck it up every
time.
Every time.
There we go. Way better. Perfect. Just keep it right there.
You're not allowed to move it.
I'm like, this motherfucker just keeps getting.
The color's fucked.
Oh god.
Go back to the other one.
Okay, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah, it's taking the red from his laptop cover. It's just burning it onto his face. Look, that's amazing camera adjustment.
My back's on
You're
track.
so red right now. This is the best.
I love you, buddy.
Oh shit!
Stop busting his balls already.
It's so fucking hot in here right now. I turned the fan off.
Take the shirt off.
Oh, baby. You're an asshole. No wonder you're alone.
Now,
watch out for the bloopers.
Yes. Do they are these ones utilizing the groin straps as well?
I always wear my groin straps.
Yeah, you do.
It hurts my private, as Tom Soroka had eloquently said about the jackstraps.
That's so funny.
It hurt my private.
Well, I think he has it on wrong then.
What the first comment was. Hopefully this one isn't too off base, but have you ever done Synergy 40?
Okay, that was amazing. That made like my whole day that day.
And several other
live with us right here. It was crazy.
I mean, actually, it's a little bit
I
depressing.
watched that whole thing unfold and you guys like posting. That was hilarious.
But then we had a small conversation: is do we even put it in the video?
Yeah.
And like I said, it's going to be DDP yoga lore. Like,
yeah,
it was such a runaway train that even the admins couldn't turn shit off. They're like, no way. Like,
this is too good. Yeah. I'd say it's just a little bit depressing that the funniest thing we've ever put out was an autocorrect on Dallas' comment.
Without question. He's got way too much in the role.
He's fucking still doing it. Why is he still doing it?
He knows his role. He knows what he's got to do.
I could see him posting after the show, hey guys, anybody want to work out? My back is killing me.
No, I have a flat back. Look.
There it is.
The whole workout is going to be him like, down dog.
Oh, you can't see my shirt in the picture. I wear my shirt. That's okay.
It's all right. You can't see my skinny jeans either.
I love it. Okay.
She's pretty badass.
She's the best person ever. Anybody else probably would have left me behind a long time ago. And I joined back in December 23rd. I started back up and I realized I was at 90,000 points. So I just posted and I was honest and I said, I really need you guys to just get me through a week and I can get my 100,000 and then I think I'll be good. And that was this beautiful shirt right here. Sorry.
I was going to say, there's two there.
Yeah, right. Nice.
And I forgot what day it was, but it was right after I posted. Travis messaged me 3 hours later. Got a Howlin' at the Moon, you in, dude? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I think that kind of
is that on the app?
I think, honestly, I thank you for that, Travis, because I think that workout specifically was the one that kind of got me into, okay, I'm back. I don't need people to tell me I can do it. I know I can do it.
Right on, man.
Well,
thanks,
dude. Dick.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Wow.
Absolutely.
Hit me in the feels, man.
That's why you introed him.
Grab the waters.
And because he can't talk.
That's right.
Shit. Only in Farsi, and only you and I would be having those conversations. So this
I said,
would be an awkward show.
It's like, hey, with a yeah.
Oh, you mean this?
I got
hoofs.
I got holes in different area codes.
Yeah, you had me worried at first because I thought we were having Ludacris on, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Wrote the wrong script. So yeah, but fuck, I don't even know, man. Fuck you guys.
Inaugural episode. I've got something. Somebody's giggling. So what's going on? Am I frozen?
I wasn't giggling.
Oh, I heard laughing. Okay.
Who was giggling?
Oh, I wasn't giggling. I actually had
I
my
heard
mic on mute.
Normally, if I hear laughing,
I always mute my mic. I always mute my mic until you're ready, man.
All right. Well, guys, so there's a lot of misdirection that happens. I know my internet sucks, but I know I freeze a lot.
You're not.
I just want to make this good.
It was just
I know.
one, man.
That was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. No, that was great. That was
With that band. banter and that going back and forth, did you guys ever apply that to your physical aspect? Like when it comes to like you had said that she was losing more weight easier than you, and did you have to double up just to prove her wrong or to beat her? Like, was there ever a competition? How bad did you want to beat your wife? That's all I need to know.
That's such a great question. I am very, when it comes to being like better than my wife, yeah, 100%, like everything. Like it's like, she'll be like, oh, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, well, I make more money. And it's like, well, I'm doing what I love, and I'm like, great, I make more money. And it's like, so, or it's like, this, and like today we had a competition because my son asked me to make him a grilled cheese, and I said, all right, I'll make it in about 5 minutes. I'm cleaning, and she said, oh, I'll make it. And I said, no, I'll make it. And then I don't know how it came up. It was his idea, her idea, but we're going to do a competition, a blind taste test. Whose grilled cheese was better? And she's down there doing different things, and I'm trying to be conservative because we only have so much cheese. I'm not going back to the store, and so I didn't put enough cheese on my sandwich, and he picked her sandwich. And I was like, I'm done. I'm not cooking anymore. I'm done.
I'll tell you what, that's a smart kid, dude. He had 2 people to cater the shit out of him of grilled cheese sandwiches. So good on him.
Smart. He's smart, and he's not as manipulative as I am, and he's definitely a lot more naive, which I worry about because I'm so I love manipulating people and causing chaos and then stepping back and watching it.
Boz isn't here, so we replaced him with another B, Boots. And
smart.
Look out, Boz.
To me.
And I was like, thanks.
Your day to day because it's so gradual for you. But when code it, do you want me to?
Got him. Yep, he's good.
Oh, that's so
exciting.
This is great.
But no, I didn't realize it was only 3 minutes. That's unreal. So
can you? Because I'm pretty green to it. Can you explain the sort of the science side of why like those extreme temperatures affect? I presume it's just the way it makes the blood do things. But
yeah, great question. I mean, to make a good analogy, if you've seen probably somebody at one point or another, whether it's on TV or in person, or maybe yourself, do an ice bath.
Wim Hof.
Yeah, there you go, Wim Hof. Good example.
Yeah.
So this is a much more comfortable experience. It's much more effective, and it's dry all at the same time. So you would get before you get into the chamber, you go to a changing room. You would strip down to your boxers. You put on some gloves on your hands. You'd have socks on your feet, and have and then you'd have some slippers on your feet, and then you get in the chamber for the 3 minutes. And there's every cryotherapy chamber has multiple levels. So for instance, your first session, then the tech might put you in there where it's -80, -100 degrees. If you've been doing it a while, like I have, getting in at -240 degrees is very tolerable.
It's like turn on the switch and you're already there, or the chamber's that when you get in?
It's pre-cooled before you get in, and then continues to run while you're in there. And so when you're in there with these extreme temperatures, it puts your body into a fight or flight mode, and all the blood from your extremities rushes to your core to protect the organs. And in that process, it reoxygenates the blood, which it helps reduce recovery time. It reduces inflammation. There's a lot of other benefits besides, just the pain management for what I went there to do it for. Many people with like fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, different skin conditions like eczema. It helps with that. One thing that I also noticed, I didn't change any of my diet or fitness routine when I first started. And I lost five pounds during the first 3 months without really even trying. And there is a little bit of a metabolism boost that you get out of it. And when I walk out of that chamber, I just feel the best I do all day. It's very euphoric. It's like when I walk out of there, I feel like I just woke up from a really good nap. So my favorite time of the day is to go over lunch hour. It kind of breaks up the day, resets my body, but it also resets my mind at the same time.
I super want to try it.
How many times? So do I now, especially mentioning the arthritis. How many times a week would you do sessions to get good results?
Yeah,
especially
so
in terms of rehab.
It really depends, what you're going there for. I still go about 3 days a week. I'm not doing it so much for the pain management side. Now I'm doing it for all of my running recovery. And so a lot of athletes do the same thing, whether it's, weightlifters or triathletes or marathoners or just, anybody. If you're just a little bit sore after a workout, this is a good way to recover. Other people do it for the pain management or, those other health reasons. So it kind of varies what you're going there for. But, if you just kind of have some minor aches and pains, once a week is plenty. If you got something that's lingering a little bit more, then, maybe 2-3 times a week.
With the franchise you're opening up, are you guys like coordinating with any of like the running clubs you're involved with? Do you work with like gyms and things like that?
Yeah, I'm going to. I've already been talking to a few partners. Once it gets a little bit closer to our opening date, I'm going to really reach out and do several more of those partnerships. In terms of the running community, they've all heard it from me already. Right. through social media. There's we've got a really strong, awesome running community in this area, and even folks that I don't directly know somebody who knows somebody who might know me and has tried cryotherapy because of it.
Nice. Have you looked into partnering with local law enforcement to do criminal rehabilitation with cryotherapy and freezing criminals and then trying to rehab them while they're frozen and then releasing them in the future?
Right.
I saw a documentary.
Knitting. Ryan from Shitsville Moline.
he's the new field reporter, huh?
Hey, there you go. The show must go on, right?
We take it in turns, and Tom's doing it from a nudist beach in a few weeks, so that's going to be
correct.
All right.
Only views the waist down too. There's nothing in my face, just straight up, just full frontal.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to maybe tune in that week. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, Matt, mark your calendar for that one.
All right.
No, I'll listen to the podcast that week.
Good stuff.
Well, you're looking to sound good, Matt. So what we do is we drop you backstage, we'll do an intro, and then bring you back in like I just did, and then they'll make a fuss and cheers and all that, and then we'll get cracking. So,
alrighty, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Stoked for this, man.
Drop you backstage.
Me too.
Oh, sorry.
Hey guys, just wanted to really thank you for the other. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Get out. You come back when we tell you to come back, boy.
A little bit of the canal there.
That's actually pronounced C anal.
Correct. He is correct on that.
You just broke into that kind of accent because there is a video of you with Dallas and you're like, hey, it's your girl Jennifer Jollick, and like you went right into that like instantly, and then like you kind of flow in and out of that.
Yes,
little cadence.
Yeah.
It's so
people
funny.
ask me if I'm from New York, and I say no, I'm from Rhode Island, and they go, oh yeah, Long Island is in New York. I'm like, no, Rhode Island. Did you guys like pay attention in history? Rhode Island is actually a state. It's like
nobody knows the state.
The littlest one, but we're mighty.
Where is that?
We're in between Connecticut and Massachusetts.
Okay, right. Nowhere there then. Okay.
Is that
so
the license plate tag?
When you look at the map of America, Boz, it has its own little blowout, so it shows it much bigger.
Yeah, it's teeny tiny. It's like so little.
I like those.
On the map. Mm-hmm. And
I
we
just
go
say,
like the road state.
Also French surname.
Yes.
Pronounced Bozier.
Oh, Bozier.
Yeah, there you go.
Where are you from?
That's French for sexy bear.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
is.
love
Yeah.
that. Is it really? Are you guys messing with me? Do I have to look this up? Do I have to go?
No, you seriously Google sexy bear.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay.
Turn off safe search.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Sexy bear. Is the picture of him gonna like show up like right away?
Yes,
It's got to be Boz.
And we can't be responsible for what picture. That's all.
It'll actually take you to Back on Track Living, DDP Yoga, and Science of Stretching classes. Sexy bear.
Ah, there he is. There he is. There's our boy Boz.
Oh,
you do need a haircut, Boz.
that was clearly a Thursday.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, at least you let her say bye this time.
Yeah, I paused on purpose.
was
I didn't cut her off mid-flow.
So good last time, though. That was so funny.
The disclaimer covers it, because if you're upset by fruity language and stuff, then fuck you, this show isn't for you. But
Well, we're going to let you plug your stuff. So let Boz do this rollout, and then we're going to ask you to plug your social media. You can plug Athena. Just do the whole shit.
Fucking internets.
We're going to plug Athena's, plug your Instagram, and the time-lapse group if you want.
She
and
fell.
man, she passed
Here
out.
we go. I just get my glass. There you go.
6 feet, motherfucker!
Pretty awesome mug.
Fuck it, I'm going for the redo.
Yes.
Ah, a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes.
I thought we were going to go, oh, does that happen to be signed by Kane Hodder? Yes, we've done this twice. Fuck it. I don't do smoke and mirrors.
Is he a wrestler?
Tech issues and this show go hand in hand. Thank you for pairing with us again.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
No, that's awesome. You guys, it's almost as if we've done this before, but let's do it again. Have had just an incredible transformation. Recently celebrated your 1 year anniversary for DDPY. Shit, you're over 200 pounds combined lost. I'm probably closer to 300.
Nice.
I'll let you tell the exact
like
number.
255, I think now.
Yeah, I'm terrible with math. What is that in kilos? Like 455 kilos.
No one cares about kilos.
Yep. Oh, nobody cares about kilos? How many stone is that, Boz?
There's no Europeans here.
I think it's like 8.
There's no Europeans here. We left. It's fine.
There you go.
A few people
Pounds, stones and pounds.
This is a bit of a bait and switch, guys. Sorry to bring this on you. I know you were here to talk about your fitness change, but actually, we would just like to talk about season 3 of Gilmore Girls, if that's okay with you.
Here's my thoughts. Funny thing about
People always tell me I look like her, like the main girl.
Rory? Is that a thing? Is it her name?
I
Rory?
guess so.
Is it Rory? Boz, help me.
I think.
No, it's
I know
probably
nothing about the
Heather.
show.
Heather, what's her name? Graham? Not
Heather Graham, yes. Everybody is always like, yeah.
and people always say that I look like a cartoon junkyard owner, but I think that's unrelated to what we're talking about.
So I found my stupid meme. So imagine the Bayo tapestry style diagram of 2 individuals and they're holding weapons. I am going to read you the oldie worldy speak and you're going to tell me what scene it is from Pulp Fiction. Saith, I beg thy pardon. Once more henceforth I beseech ye. I twice beseech ye, Leia of thy mother. Saith, I beg thy pardon. Just one more Lord forsaken time.
Say what one more fucking time.
What?
Fucking brilliant.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What?
Leia of
What
their
ain't no
mother.
language I ever spoke. So they speak English and what?
When we get told we have to censor this show, we can't say motherfucker anymore, so we're just going to say Leia of thy mother.
That's perfect.
Sorry, there you go. It was worth it.
Cupcakes are awesome. Nobody has ever said cupcakes aren't awesome. See, my cat thinks you're a bitch.
Sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. 2 different faces, but in tight places. We think and we act as one.
I've got a great story of Brian being a heel. So Sarah was doing a Friday night class, and Heather never got a chance to meet Brian. So I kept talking him up and telling him how great of a guy he is, and he's so nice, and we're getting along so well. And everybody's up on the Zoom screen. So I finally get Heather downstairs. I'm like, come on, let's meet Brian. Brian is beating the ever-living shit out of his son in a working way. His son is a great worker. So he's laying elbows on him. He's putting the boots to him. He's on the ground. The kid's convulsing, and she's like, that's the nice guy? I'm like, yeah, that's the nice guy. But oh my God, it was just the perfect timing in the world. This is when he walked in. He was just laying the boots on the kid. I was like, oh no.
Parenting.
Yeah.
Parenting 101.
Man, fuck it. We can just put a little hit the mat thing in the corner here, Boz, when you watch this recording. You can't see my mouse, but I'm rubbing it on Tom's nips. Yes. That's where I need you to put the logo.
That's actually his real voice.
Oh shit, my bad. That is, I should not have assumed.
Actually, I thought he was coming in as character, so.
we got good audio, good video. That looks great. We got a championship belt. Good gosh, Boz is going to be so disappointed. He's going to miss all this wrestling talk.
So much of an asshole he is. He's not even wearing the same shirt I'm wearing this time.
I was going to, but I didn't buy my own shirt. Brian, what concert are you going to?
Folk singer named Ron Sexsmith.
Ron Sexsmith. That sounds very Canadian.
That's funny. That's Tom's actually screen name for his OnlyFans. That's funny. OnlyFans page.
Sexsmith? Yeah.
Sexsmith.
Yeah. He's actually he's a woodworker that makes adult toys. He's a sexsmith, if you will.
It used to be Fucksmith, but that was a little bit too aggressive. So we went right to Sexsmith. Sexsmith with two X's.
Fuck around. It's Fuch.
We did.
Fucksmith, if you will. But yeah, so like Boz was saying, is the last time he saw you was at Big Chow. That would be a reference to a restaurant that at least after that was the first night, I guess, true night of the summit from 2019. I think everybody went and ate dinner there after the. Was it a Dallas led workout that night, or I don't remember.
I can't remember today it was.
Yeah, I believe it was Dallas led.
I don't remember
workout or something like that. And then yeah, it's what it was. It was the photo shoot, and then Dallas did a workout, and then everybody went to Big Chow after that.
Yeah,
so
I remember
it's
the
kind of like
10-second push-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, create your own. Create your own stir fry kind of restaurant, and there was about 60 people there, all in like the smallest room ever.
Wouldn't happen now, would it?
Yeah, no, it's certain. Well, yeah, it would. It's Georgia, absolutely.
When you say create your own, it's kind of like that Mongolian style where it's kind of
Mongolian barbecue.
Okay,
pick your noodles, pick your meat, pick your sauces, then they bring it to you.
Nobody got food poisoning when we went, so that was good.
Yeah, like I think I've referenced it before. Laura and I, we didn't eat anything because we just like smashed Five Guys after that workout. We weren't waiting, and then but we did slam like 6 sake bombs, so it was a good time.
That's what the noise was from the other end.
Correct. Yeah, that was us doing sake bombs, and to see the look on who is it? Crystal and LJ were at our table, and they're like, "What the hell is a sake bomb?" And we're showing them all, and then we slam it down, and they're like, "Oh shit!" It's like, yeah, well, that's what we do when we go to this place. I had commented, Burka, that you are probably one of the more underrated people in the community. You're not really overly out there at all times. You don't really, push any.
Yeah, I take breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you do. You take a lot of breaks. Not necessarily probably in your practice, but definitely you take a lot of social media breaks.
No, from social media. Yeah. Social media is, it could be a double-edged sword sometimes. It's got its good points and it's got its bad. So sometimes you need, you need some moderation there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, he doesn't take breaks in his practice because he'll disappear off social media, come back, and it's just like, how?
Oh yeah. Also, I can do one-handed push-ups now from midair. So when you got that invite down to the PC and everything, did you pop any psycho push-ups? I know I did. I know Jack did. I know.
One too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was injured that year. I had a shoulder injury. Yeah. So I trained really, really hard, before we went down, and it was I'm not doing that again.
Hit Matt or don't, whatever you feel like.
Do whatever you want.
That's right, man. So I started a new fitness program. I didn't feel like working out. How's it going? Fantastic. All right, guys, that was fun. Thank you, John.
Thanks for hanging, man.
John.
Yes.
You got it, guys. Take care.
Tom, go fuck yourself. All right.
Yes, Tom. Fuck you for taking the damn
Congratulations,
vacation.
Tom. Happy wedding to both you and Heather. That's awesome.
Yeah,
So-
congratulations,
Congrats.
Mrs. Two.
You remember the episode of The Simpsons when Marge became a cop because Snake had mugged them, and
I
Homer
quote that
takes
one all the time.
Homer takes 5 running steps, and he's like,
He's getting away. Come on, come on.
No, Marge.
Yeah, that was me in two
That was
steps.
me too. Yeah.
No, in 2 steps. I took
Two steps. Wow.
My knees snapped, crackled, and popped like they were gonna break. I was like, when Kyle became a black kid on South Park, and they put Mr. Garrison's balls in
On
his
his
knees. That's how my knees were cracking and popping. Like I had no knee joint. It was just balls, and I was just. And my son, God bless him, walks up to me, puts his hand on my shoulder, and he's like rubbing my shoulder affectionately. And he goes, "It's okay, Daddy. You tried." And I just wanted to cry right then and there. It's like, there's no way my kid should be looking at me with a look of pity in his eyes because I can't do anything. So I go home, and I think I'd taken my son back to his mother. And I was telling my wife about it. And she's like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And I said, "You know what? I think there's a yoga or something." And I told her about the resurrection of Jake the Snake. And we watched it. And I said, "You know what? I think I want to try this." And she goes, "Well, do you actually believe in your heart of hearts that you're going to do this?" Because there will be times I'd gotten the gym membership, and now luckily it was at her job. So it was cheap, but I wouldn't go. So she was like, "Are you actually sure that you're going to do this?" And I said, "Babe, I ain't got nothing else. If I'm going to be alive for us to walk down the aisle, or for me to even be able to walk down the aisle, I got to do something." So she said, "Okay." So she handed me her credit card, said, "Go on the website and order it." And I did. So, and I started. Now, I didn't realize that the app came with the DVDs at the time. So I was just doing the DVDs. First workout I did was energy. And everyone who asked me, "What was the first workout you did? And how did it work for you?" What? My first workout was energy. And it sucked. Oh my God. I felt like God herself had decided that I was going to hell.
Please tell me that was a Dogma reference.
Yes, it was.
It was.
You got to remember to keep everything engaged. And I guarantee you, you're going to feel a huge rush hit you. You know why? Because you have basically done a full body workout just standing still. You don't get, and I actually have my phone out there for them to see my heart rate. And they see my heart rate starting at between 70 and 80-ish because I'm talking all the time. And then I start to engage. Boom, 118 in the green. And that's it. I'm in a fat burning zone just standing here. Next thing you know, they're more inclined. They're more focused on it. So yeah, being in that chair, it did it. And then I got off out of the chair about a month later. Just kept going. And then for my birthday, I got the jack straps. I met Dr. Tom, and it was like a whole other world. Next thing I know, it's like, you know what? There is no way I'm stopping any of this at all. And then I did a juice cleanse. I did a juice fast, a 30-day juice fast, which I do not suggest unless you are absolutely sure you can do it. I'm a lunatic. I am crazy as hell. And I was doing this juice fast while doing the jacked workouts. I was mad because I had to cut down from 2 and 3 workouts a day to 1. But I was picking my jacked workouts specifically, and I would stay between that 30 and 45 minute range. Mm-hmm. But when I first got the jack straps, I could only crank the dial maybe twice. Now I can crank 4 to 5 times. And it's like, but it doesn't hinder me. It doesn't hurt.
I see that smirk, Ryan.
So much fucking cranking, man.
Hey, man. Hey.
That smirk just slowly.
Now I listen 3 to 4 times. Next level performance, BT. I'm just saying,
right.
man.
Hey.
You got that baby over there for nothing, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, man. Hey, I got to get the fans on OnlyFans somehow.
That's right. Hey, whatever it takes.
I'm playing.
Shit.
Oh, we all
I didn't jack today.
I didn't.
Just start pumping up now.
Oh, what y'all trying to get like this?
There you go.
Oh yes.
Where'd Heather put that baby oil?
On that dynamic resistance, if you want to slow your release down, double your exhale. So if you do a 3-count pull, do a 6-count.
No, I'm talking.
release.
I'm talking ignition, right? In
I'm
ignition,
talking about just getting in the green, getting in
so
the
Lavinia can jump her heart. She can get into zone in ignition, just lifting her arms above her head and down, and that is a slow resistance move with the breathing. But I found I can't do it. But I do still jump 10, 15 from where I started. It's just not enough to get me in zone anymore. Has to be a push-up. And I think that's just a sign of increasing fitness levels, but also the human body, when you do something the same way many, many, many times, it just adapts a little bit. And that's why you have to keep throwing at curveballs. So.
Try that in your next workout and see how it works. I don't know if you do that, but if you do a 3-count pull, double on your inhale, going out, and I guarantee you that will.
And
jack it up a
actually,
little.
Travis, you're actually really good about what you just said because you actually know what you're talking about. Holy crap. Because when I was in your classes,
imagine that.
That's the part that I liked is that you do focus a lot on breathing, not to diss you, Tom or Sarah or anybody else I go in, but Travis does focus a lot on breathing and those counts. And I do miss that part because I was showing more engagement, let's say, if I was breathing a certain way along with you. So that does work.
There is literally not a better instructor in DDP yoga that can inhale, hold it, and then never exhale.
Cheap version.
Well, hopefully, if plans go well, I'm making my way out to California in May. I'm trying to run a half marathon out there. So,
which part of California?
That's a long run. That's a
Yosemite.
really long run.
Yosemite National
Oh,
Park.
we just went there.
That'd
We'd be more than down for that if we can break over there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
See
We'll
you
come root you
wiggle
on,
your
absolutely.
ass all over the place.
Run it with me.
More like walk it for us, but okay.
Hey, I know I am released to start running also, so I just haven't done it. I think I'm still kind of chicken. My foot after having 2 operations, it just makes you feel like I better not. I don't want to, but I can. I mean, I can, but I haven't.
It'll be on the same day we're having Smitty's run, so that's a 5K.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anniversary of that.
Yeah, it's a 5K for all you losers. I myself am running a half marathon.
No, what I did was I asked Matt Magnuson to run a half marathon with me. So he's like, "Hey, this is really cool out here." So I said, "Shit, let's jump on it."
Yeah.
Yeah, we signed up for Spartan in July, and my buddy said, "Hey, did we do that thing where we get the the date of the race and our first time tattooed on us?" I was like, we could probably do that now and just get like DQ or DNF. We can just go ahead and get that done ahead of time. It's like we're training really hard for not finishing, so we're just gonna approach it with just a ludicrous approach. Like we finish, we don't, we don't. I told him that I'm not even going to train running. I'm just all the obstacles. You have to do, I think, 10 burpees to skip the obstacle. So I'm just going to train burpees only. Just,
oh, yeah.
If there's no penalty, be like, that dude finished in like 35 minutes. Exactly. We're going to drop you backstage. I'm going to force Tom to read the intro.
Okay.
And
I'm actually prepared. I got it up and everything.
Hey.
Whoa.
Tom got it out for once.
Wait, what?
Let it be known that I got Tom up.
Boss needs to go to bed.
Yes.
You need something. I
No,
don't know.
I am jumping in a bath full of Epsom salts before I go to bed.
Oh, that too.
Oh, you should put water in there too.
My body hates me right now.
Yeah, you don't want Scrooge McDuck of
A little bit of water helps.
Sandpaper.
Oh, the exfoliation.
Making salt angels.
Like, I would encourage people would be like, well, I don't like your workout because your workout is too tough. I would never get offended by that because I said there's a different flavor for somebody, everything like that. And I said if it was one of those things where I said this is going to be a really hard workout and it wasn't, that's one thing. But I'm like, I want to be the training wheels. I want to be exactly when I walked into the gym at 400 pounds and people would look at me and I didn't feel like I belonged. Never, ever wanted that, the PC. Never wanted, I'm going to have the 40 playlists. I'm going to have the 50 playlists, every single theme and everything like that. And we're going to have fun. And again, there were people, I wanted to get in there, work out, sweat, and get out of there. So maybe some people didn't like, but I'm like, if we're going to have to work out today, let's have fun, and that was my approach. That was like my theme.
And that's where I look up to you massively, because you are the king of the goof off, the the comedy bit, the costume. I've embraced all of that in my workouts. People never know what they're going to get, and yeah, I think you inspired me greatly on that.
To the point that when... Go ahead.
I was to the point where I wanted to do something goofy at the PC. I had to run it past Garrett. No one.
Oh yeah, I remember.
This is your thing. I need to make sure you're cool with it.
Right? The niche. Don't want a gimmick infringement. I was doing a workout with Hayden that I hadn't done forever, and there's a part where you're in a gator hold or something, and then you come up and do something to him. I don't know what it was, but you could hear him in nervous breath go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It was like an arm bar, wasn't it, or something?
Camel clutch, wasn't it?
Yeah. You took over, and I'm just like, yep. And I'm not breaking hold, but yeah, it just just little things like that. That little bit of levity is fantastic, and I think you break, like when Hayden was on, he talked about how Dallas would give him a hard time about using his tough guy voice, and I think you bringing that levity into that workout, you could hear him break. He's like, count it back, 5, 4. What are you doing?
Or like the best is like, and the thing that's amazing about Jake is, despite all the drugs and all the alcohol, the guy is still one take Jake when he does like promos and stuff like that. He's amazing. But then when you get people where they come up and they're like, "Hey man, so back in like 1987 in Michigan, I ran into you at the gas station, and we talked for about 5 minutes. You remember that?" Jake's like, "No."
Was the gas cheap then?
What do you buy a tank for me? Otherwise, there's not a chance.
Yeah. Or like, it's kind of like, if you remember the Chris Farley show on Saturday Night Live, they'll just come up and be like, you remember that time when you pulled your snake out and the Macho Man? That was awesome. And it's just like,
what do you say to that?
It's just, Jake's like, cool, you know? But like they, there was this guy who was at the crazy convention, and we had a booth, and we were right next to Jerry Lawler, JR, Matt Cardona, RBD, Katie Forbes, and this guy came up, and like we just knew, like he was sitting there talking to Jake for about 5 minutes, and 5 minutes felt like about 2 hours, where he's just like, "Hey man," and like people are waiting to pay and everything like that. So Jake's like, hey, and so you know, as handler, I have to be the bad guy. You don't have Jake being the bad guy. I'm just like, "Hey man, I'm really sorry, but if you're not gonna do anything, you got to move along," or anything like that. And so he was just like looking at Jake. He's just like, "How's Hulk Hogan doing?" Jake's like, "I don't know." You know, and then the best is he goes over to Jake or to Jerry Lawler and JR, and Jake covered his mouth, trying not to laugh. And this guy's like, "Hey man, so you guys are pretty good, but you know Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, like they're like the best, Jesse Ventura, but you guys are probably like 4th, 5th best and everything like that. So, you know, I mean, we were dying and everything like that."
Hey! Is that baby oil?
Hey, Garrett.
It's always baby oil.
Does he smell like baby oil?
Well, the best is like he walked into the workout, and like I think Paige was like, "Are you look at your tan?" And like everyone's just like,
"Is that radioactive?"
You got the whitest eyes.
Actually, the last 2 episodes we've put out late because Boz has to adjust the color on Tom's Sawyer only, and
it's got nothing to do with Comic-Con.
So tan. It just blows it out. You know, our digital cameras just don't pick up red very well.
Grading takes ages. Garrett knows this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use a red camera just to make sure everything's consistent and everything like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great night,
buddy.
Keep us in touch on your journey, man. Like,
say hi to everybody there for us.
Punch Tom in the dick for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett.
He'll know it's from me. He can tell.
So Heather's there as well, right?
Heather's there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you like just think of something like a little bit suggestive and a bit inappropriate that I said about her on the show, and just share it? Yeah, do that just to wind Tom up, right?
That sounds good. All right. Hey, man, what are you doing? I'm not doing that, dude. Hey, bitch. Fuck you, man. You ain't shit. Ha!
Better Hit the Mat podcast.
Hashtag boss bitch.